Hello, family, friends, fans, and fellow adventurers. Welcome back to what you didn't see behind the scenes as a very chaotic start to our...
AKA the usual.
Yeah, more or less. To our second flagship campaign, Sands of Syldaris, set in the mostly getting closer and closer to entirely homebrew world of Eroth, where last time you left Linger in some sort of situation that we hadn't quite confirmed. There were multiple theories as to where Linger has been this time, one of which was she just got swallowed up by Rip and ended up in some sort of alternate dimension with Rip.
Who said that?
Me.
I was gonna say, I don't think
Which is why it's the only one I remember.
I don't think any of us purported that, but okay.
But yes, something has happened to Linger, and we'll find out this session when Lindsay tells us where Linger's been. Probably just sleeping in the tavern.
This time on Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly. But meanwhile...
I was going to say Lindsay doesn't sleep.
Well, that's
Lindsay
also true.
sleeps a lot. Linger, however, does not sleep.
Not at all.
Lindsay's too busy
Not
running
awake.
Discord servers to sleep.
I like to hurt myself. All it is. Pain. Pain.
So do the people that join your servers.
Right?
God bless them. I love them. Everybody go join Lindsay's servers.
But only if you have the ability to read rules, which rules out 90% of D&D players, but still.
No. If you can't read rules, join the servers anyway, because then I get the messages, and it's fucking funny. It's so funny.
But with that in mind, the other three of you continued investigating Bimbleduke. You made your way through the streets to some of the locations of the various disappearances which have been happening across town, and gradually found your way to one of the houses, which was a crime scene. You headed inside and began to investigate. There was slight signs of struggle, but for the most part, everything seemed fairly undisturbed, with the exception of a small area in the corner where you noticed some disturbed dust and dirt, and uncovered an entrance to a tunnel which led down by the river. I've been playing too much Baldur's Gate.
No such thing.
It led down to what appeared to be a fairly large cavern, which contained a number of phase spiders, which you were able to fight away reasonably easily before descending down the side of a small-ish cliff face to discover a dark, crystal-lit cave with mushrooms and strange flora, and, of course, a small party of Drow who were investigating the large deposits of aerocrystals. The plan was to try and take one of the Drow alive and attempt to investigate and interrogate, but unfortunately, I believe it was Mura who took a leaf out of Linger's book and just accidentally completely annihilated them with a single spell.
Did you guys know that you can't do non-lethal with spells? I know that every time that I accidentally kill somebody.
She says, launching balls of acid at people's faces and wondering why it's lethal.
Boom, acid attack.
Boom.
Yes.
Pocket sand. If I can I get a pocket sand spell, please?
Potentially. Maybe Linger can put one together.
Pockets
Or
of
we can
unlimited
homebrew one.
sand.
Definitely a cantrip.
But
It'll be as powerful as shape water.
yes.
Pocket
the
bath
most
bombs.
powerful. Somewhat unwilling to continue investigating further, and considering the idea that you might have found a dead end in the cavern that you were in, you decided to head back to the tavern and pick Linger back up. Excuse me. For not only picking Linger back up to continue investigating, but also to watch the performance of Chester's old band, Octarine Floyd. And that is where we pick up as the three of you are heading back towards the tavern. Linger, what's been going on, buddy?
All right, so we haven't seen the performance yet. This is pre-performance.
No, this is pre-performance.
All right. Easy peasy as to what Linger has been up to. You guys have been doing all this super dangerous, investigative, plot important stuff. Linger and Rip have been getting ready because a rave girl cannot simply go to a show in her regular clothes. It has been an all-day affair with the glitter and the neon paint and the weird outfit with that. Somehow she got a hold of some kind of leather, maybe. Who knows? There's a lot of fishnet involved. There's just the spiky hair thingies. Google rave girl. There's just a lot of things going on.
Do you have a
Rip
soother?
Also, yep. Why not? So does Rip. And Rip also is covered in black light reactive paints.
Of course.
So that's where she's been. So she is now ready, probably.
It's like Burning Man up in here.
Also, she had to spend some time with her alchemy to make everyone fantasy Molly for the event.
Also, if
Linger made us drugs?
Yes.
Oh, man. Also, if it's Burning Man, you're going to need an entrenching tool.
It did get wet at Burning, very, very, very wet.
Yeah, like Battle of the Somme. Like.
Also, I have put on my dicey rings.
They're very nice.
Love them.
I got a plug. I got them from a great local artisan here in Georgia.
They go really well. They go really well with your knuff.
Right?
Yeah.
The Evergreen Burrows. You can look them up on Etsy, and they are fantastic. They make wonderful geeky stuff. And I have pins. They're not with me, but I have one that's like a little D20 pin that says like sad backstory. You know.
That's conveniently that's also the name of the place that Linger had to go buy all of the ingredients for her fantasy Molly. the Evergreen Burrow.
Oh my god, it's called Sad Backstory!
Love that.
Well, now it's included, Mitch. I almost called you every DM that I have that's not used name.
Nice. Okay, so the three of you return to the tavern, and there is Linger in all her rave girl glory.
I'm impressed, friend Linger, that you are wearing so much yet so little.
I mean, I feel like you just encompassed the rave girl aesthetics so well.
Yeah,
There's just
actually.
a lot going on.
Wow, I think you look so amazing. There's a lot of net on you that you might use to catch fish, which I think is an interesting use of net. And I don't know, you look so cool. I wish I looked this cool.
I've never seen so many glow sticks on one person.
You are in luck, for I have procured enough for everyone. So you all have appropriate gear to wear to the performance.
Okay, like, definitely gotta put some freaking fishnet on Warden. and on Chester, mostly because he's hairy, and I think that both things would be funny and different.
You can't even see it on me.
Yeah, it just
indents.
I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, but it feels good.
I like to think that Mura just puts anything on top of what she's already got on.
Yeah, she
so it's just
doesn't
this
go,
extra
like-
layer of like weird.
100%. She's like, I'm ready, and it's just like a bandeau top on top of her top with like fish. And like one of those little hoodies that has like the demon horns on. Yeah, Mira's got one of those. Not that I have one of those, but I do.
Yeah, so there is time before the performance for you all to get changed as you so please and as you see fit. Because I'm nice like that.
Mm.
Band comes on, everyone's half changed, like, no!
They must stop.
It's not fishnet, it's just chainmail.
But yeah.
I mean,
would you
what is
go-
fishnet if not Goth's chainmail?
It's very true.
What is fishnet if not fabric chainmail? Truly.
What would you guys like to do as you are currently gearing up for the performance and getting ready to watch?
Okay, I do want to talk. So when Linger busts out this fantasy Molly, I'm like, do you know if this place perhaps had bath bomb supply? I'm only asking for later because she like leans in. I ran out. I'm out of bath bombs, and it's a little disconcerting because they seem to be the only currency that I have. I mean, I have gold, but like, I feel like the bath bombs do a lot more. Also, I like making them. Also, they're part of my brand. I learned about brands recently.
They do indeed have supplies, so we can swing by there.
Yeah, totally. Later. I mean, I don't want to ruin. I know Chester leans in again. I don't think he's really excited about this, but it seems interesting, so I hope he's okay.
Well, then it's a good thing that I made these. And she holds up the little bag. He's like,
They're just like Ziploc bags with like straws.
spoilers, I have no idea how what it looks like, so
What is Molly?
Well,
What is
it's
it?
fantasy, Molly, so you can have it be whatever you want it to be.
I'm going
Same
off
like the
of
meth from Breaking
TV.
Bad.
I have watched TV, and TV says
I
it comes in
definitely
baggies.
feel like it's just Capri Sun.
That works too. Here's your.
I feel like
Mura's
Mura's
is.
just Capri. She just like pulls something out of her bag. She's like, "No, I got my own," and she like flips the Capri Sun over and just, hits it from the bottom like a
Capri Sun,
dad.
please sponsor us.
What is this? Warden, this is Alaskan Northern Lights Southern Cannabis. No, it is weed.
I don't think we're gonna get a lot done today. I feel like, jeez
Nope.
Louise.
Sorry, Mitch. This is what you
Sorry,
get.
Mitch. This
It's
is
okay.
what you get.
You'll see.
Okay.
How's Chester feeling? How's Chester doing during all of this?
Chester, I think, is probably, even for him, taking more time than he normally does to make himself look presentable and suave, debonair. Other words that mean the same things as those.
Did Chester tell us that that this was a band led by his ex, or just the band that he was in?
Just his former bandmates, and you get a general angry / worried vibe whenever he's talking about them.
Mura's like, I know you were getting ready, but I get an angry / worried vibe from Chester. I don't know. I'm worried. I am. I'm worried / concerned. That's my vibe.
Did you say that to me?
No, I said that to
Linger.
Linger.
Okay.
Okay, I wasn't sure who we were talking to.
Oh no, sorry. Yes. I think it's a conspiring to like how do I help my friend?
I can't say that I have a very good beat on what's going on, but we can go with just be next to our friend to be supportive.
Yeah.
And just no matter what, Chester is a better musician. Doesn't matter what they do. It's probably true anyway. But
I don't think you've ever heard him
regardless,
play it.
I don't think so.
No. Mura is committed to this idea. She's like, oh yeah, no, I mean, I think
you will learn later that Linger has dealt with fragile egos in the past.
Ooh, backstory. It's Rip, isn't it? Rip has the fragile ego.
It is Rip.
Sorry, bird noises. Mira's like nodding, and she's like, "Oh, I'm confident that anything that Chester does is better than his old friends, and I'm 100% certain that we're better than his old friends too."
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, we look like we're having fun, but we don't look like we're having too much fun, unless Chester also looks like he's having. We don't have more fun than it looks like Chester is having.
Okay, we have the same amount of fun.
Just a little less.
Just a little less. We're very
little less than.
Mura gets a lot of math symbols around her head, trying to figure out how much what's the correct amount of fun to have.
Play it by vibe.
We've got to match the vibe. We're gonna do a vibe check when we get there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, I got it. I will. I'm really good with people. I don't know. No. Yeah. She says that it's not true.
Cool. But once everyone is fully ready, you presumably convene back downstairs in the tavern proper.
Did we put like some makeup on Warden or Chester? Like,
up to them. We have the black light reflective paint, obviously
we have
already
the technology.
established. So we could, if Warden allows it, just decorate his armor. So if he's wearing it, I don't know what his deal is these days now that he's removed his helmet that one time.
Right? Like who knows?
That was just a one-time thing, gosh.
Okay.
It's
If
not
Warden's
the
wearing
phase.
his armor, becomes that cha-cha slide meme in plate mail. Slide to the left.
So we could paint up his armor if he allows.
Fine, very well. Just this once.
And of course, one has to do that via finger painting. There's no brushes involved here.
No brushes.
There is a chance that Linger has already been taking the Molly up to this point.
My god, are you pre-gaming this?
What'd you say?
Are you pre-gaming?
She's definitely pre-game. She's never touched any of you, and now she's got finger paints.
I'm so ready, says Linger. You guys are ready, right?
Ready to go to this party.
Mura definitely use some of the... Mura uses some of the UV reactive, like, on her, like, etchings. It sounds weird. Tattoos, etchings, whatever.
Markings.
Markings. That's a good word for it. Wow. It's a simple word, too. You'd think. Yeah, she put some on there because she's like, cool. And then also, like, I assume that Linger is doing some, like, cool design on, Chester. No, not on Chester, on Warden. But Mura, like, also hides us a couple of smiley faces in there.
Mm-hmm. Can we do,
Yeah,
like,
we're-
some arcane symbols for some prestidigitation so that
Absolutely.
like, when it activates, they all glow?
Yeah!
That's also
hell
why
yeah.
it's UV reactive. It's just Linger doing these sigils that
Hell
are going
yeah.
to react with prestidigitation.
And smiley faces.
Excellent. Love it. Cool. So, Warden's all painted up. Chester emerges as debonair as ever, as suave as always, and as every other synonym as he can possibly be.
Perfect.
Do we
I
need, like,
actually-
some little hair clips of, like, other colored hair to put in his hair so he's got, like, little color strips? Do that.
Or like those little butterfly clips from the 90s. You know what I mean, Lindsay.
I know what you need.
We
Yeah.
all know the butterfly clips, let's be real.
They're so great.
Cool. So, are you guys grabbing a table or anything, or just hanging out in the tavern?
I don't think Linger can sit down in what she's wearing, so...
Somehow
I do
Mura
mean you
did
can't
that.
sit down.
I think Chester gonna
Oh,
We lost
the
Steph.
internet blipped.
going to try to find a spot in the back.
Okay.
The view.
So, when you say the back, like the back of the tavern, or like the back of the party?
Wherever is furthest from the stage.
Cool, because back of the party, you're still towering over most of them.
Sitting, and he's actually
Yeah.
probably once the band is announced or starts coming out, he's probably going to cast disguise self on himself. Hence the self
Good to know.
of the spell.
Yes. What disguise will he be going for?
He's going to go for a tiefling with really long pointy horns. Because that will be where his head actually ends, where
Yes.
the horn ends. Red, some pink hues, just also debonair. Still same clothes. The cream jacket and vest combo with his studded leather sort of underneath. Daggers loosened. And ready to watch a performance, perhaps.
Okay. Good to know. Oh. Okay. That was interesting.
What?
Nothing, it's fine.
Well, I did leave for a second. I'm so sorry.
you did.
It just
It's fine.
Well, it wasn't my fault. It was Discord's fault. It just restarted.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough. Everything has moved slightly, and I don't know why. There we go. Has that changed it? No. Okay, everything's gone weird, but it's fine. Let me just readjust Chester real quick, because he seems to have floated up. Not camera-wise, like
Chester
actual
Ending.
square of Maywood has floated up. And then the music program I was about to use was just showing over the top of everything, which I didn't want.
We love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, is this the opening band?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've heard him around town a few times.
Yeah, exactly.
Group.
Which is why no one's like gathered around the stage or anything yet. You know, this is pretty standard. They're the acoustic act that's on first to just warm the crowd up a bit. Why does that keep opening over Discord? That's ridiculous. Anyway, as you guys are just kind of vibing in the tavern, there is a point kind of as you're near the bar and Linger is discussing her concoction with you all, where the bartender kind of leans over and slides a round of drink towards you all. And he says, I haven't seen your other friend around yet, but this is from a mutual friend of ours. And slides drinks towards you all.
Towards us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's in this? Who's our friend?
He looks around a bit, kind of hurriedly to make sure there aren't other people kind of within earshot, and kind of takes a couple of steps further back from the bar so you can see as he kind of folds the front of his shirt kind of underneath his belt buckle. Yeah. And you can see the buckle of the belt is just this kind of like round silver disc, and in the center is the symbol of the Runestone Forge.
Okay.
And he flips the shirt back over it, nods.
So he whips out his disc for us, and
his big round disc.
Okay.
It's like probably about 2 inches
Mira's,
diameter.
Big
Mira's
disc.
like, we definitely have friends.
Linger will accept one of the beverages even though she doesn't drink, but Rip does. So she holds it, Rip apparates a straw, plops it in, and begins sipping.
Excellent.
I think Chester pulls one in front of him, but actually is not drinking.
Okay. He's mind
Oh
drinking.
man, he's nervous if he's not drinking. Chester always drinks.
Oh my god, Chester's a tiefling! I think Mira didn't. I don't think
Not
Mira
yet.
noticed that.
He's a tiefling later when the band appear, he says. He said.
Okay. Oh my god, Chester's a Chester!
Right now he is his usual debonair self, but, you know, made
He
more
will perhaps,
pristine. Ready for the
whisper to the table. Yeah, I may, when the band comes on, disguise myself to look like a tiefling. So, just don't yell out things like Chester's a tiefling, things like that to make it sort of give it away, okay?
Mira writes that down. Like,
It's on her hand in UV paint.
it's on her. Don't yell, Chester is a tiefling. Exclamation point. Underlined. Yeah.
Okay. And there is a small while where kind of people are now starting to enter the tavern and gather. It's starting to get a little busier here and there. And there is a sudden gust of cold wind. All of the flames, all of the lights in the tavern are suddenly extinguished, with the exception of a single one which was above where the stage was, which suddenly blazes
Yeah.
about twice as bright as it was previously, as the flame starts to slowly turn from the normal kind of orange-red fire into more of this kind of fluorescent greenish yellow purple color. And as this cold wind starts to die down, there's this kind of thin fog starts to roll across the floor. Just make sure this is coming through loud enough.
Oh yeah, it's coming through.
And as it does, you hear the sound of music. The musical starts
Oh my
to
god, I love this music.
emerge from the stage area. As you hear, "Good evening, Bimbleduke. We are Octarine Floyd. How are you all doing tonight?" And the tavern erupts into the classic answer to that question. There is only one answer, and that answer is, "Woo!"
You hear quietly from Chester under his breath, "Boo."
There is a brief pause as they wait for the cheers and the applause to die down. And a light appears over a Dwergar in the middle of the stage. "I am Kate Bush." Name gets me every time.
You really got to pause in between the K and
Absolutely.
the bush.
I tried to pause as long as I could.
Yeah.
On drums this evening, Arneson the Auto-Gnome. And another light on the stage, and you can see this Auto-Gnome behind this just obnoxiously large drum kit.
Why is there a
guitar.
dong? Are they even going to use that?
Yeah, it's Neil Pat. It's his drum kit. Just the 360 degrees of drums. On guitar, ZZ. As another light on the stage, you see a reasonably tall, somewhat thin 3-green with a double-necked guitar, all matching these exact descriptions that Chester had given you when he'd discussed this previously. And of course, on the cello, as always, the Grady twins, as another light. And you see the two of them poised, one at the neck, one at the body. And of course, where would we be without the majesty of our favorite hornplay, the Venerable Chester Fields, as another light on the stage. And you can see in this lovely crimson debonair suit a bugbear with a very finely tuned and curled moustache holding a very mediocre looking trumpet of sorts.
Mura
Gordon.
just... Oh, go ahead.
Or he just looks over at Chester, then back on stage.
Mura point.
Makes that
She
sound.
just like the Leo. The...
And it's
Yeah, and I think Chester, despite normally being able to act cool, is not in this case.
Yeah.
It's-
Starts thinking very emotional. Am I me? Thoughts in his head.
No. I do think Linger does break her usual very chill self, and you do hear her very loudly shout, "How dare!" at the stage.
Mira, I don't want you to panic, but I think I took too much of that molly, and I think I'm starting to take double. I think I'm wigging out here, man.
having a bad trip, bro.
I didn't even take any.
What did Linger put in this?
It's just
I
bath
didn't
salts.
take any. It's like a contact high or something. I don't know.
It is
Chester just feeling himself. Am I me?
Oh my god, what are these horns? Oh yeah,
It is
yeah, that's right.
worth
Oh, yeah.
noting as well. Whilst there are a lot of similarities, it very clearly is not like it's this exact duplicate, like there's any sort of doppelganger shenanigans going on. It is very clearly a different bugbear, but they are as debonair and suave, and it's the Chester vibes on a different bugbear. From what you
No,
can
it's
see.
not. It's not just as debonair. Not on this
There's a
Kmart
pop-
ripoff bullshit, bugbear.
It's like, yeah, this is the Wish.com one. Yeah.
Yeah.
This? What the
How
hell?
dare!
Yeah. I am offended. My ancestors are offended.
Good.
Everybody.
And
There's
with that,
a deep rage.
Mura like leans in and like gives everyone a huddle. We should beat him up in an alley.
with that,
We're not
they
pleased.
launch into their first song, a lovely jaunty tavern piece after that incredibly intense intro. As the crowd are beginning to swarm towards the stage, you can see there are a number of kind of half-orc and minotaur security stood kind of cross-armed in front of the stage, making sure people don't get too close. But as the initial songs of the set start, what would you guys like to do? As the lights are slowly coming back up, but enough that it's still dimly lit and good band vibes, but enough light that people can see enough to be walking around the tavern.
I don't know what is going on, but I don't think that's me over there.
It is certainly not. Both Rip and Linger are just seething with anger. Seething.
Hmm.
How absolutely inappropriate. Disingenuous.
Infuriating. One of the words that I am a loss for.
Mm.
I think I maybe need to do something a little bit. And he's going to send his mage hand up onto the stage in front of the Chester wannabe and just sort of try to tug the horn out of his mouth.
I will say, give me an Arcana check for these spelly shenanigans.
11.
11. Let's roll a little save for him and see if he does any better.
How?
How?
Oh, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll wait.
So, you can see as he is starting to blast out a horn solo, there's a brief wrong note where Chester, who's very honed in on this as well, you see one of his fingers nowhere near where this hole is to be making this note. So clearly, your mage hand has just gone whoop, covered one of the holes, and then there's a very brief whoop as the horn just jerks down from his mouth, and there's a slight
Nice.
and you see
It's a kill.
Bush
How
flash a very
disruptive
quick
would
and
you
angry
like
look
us?
back towards him.
How disruptive would you like us to be, dear Chester?
Fireballs the stage.
I mean, yeah, fireball is tempting. However, ways to make this sorry sack of suds look like an idiot without others knowing, I would say are ideal.
So no thaumaturgy, all right.
I got this. I'll just throw my phone on stage.
Oh my god, hit him! Hit him!
There is a pause and applause as the first song finishes, and the lead singer raises the small handheld loudener once more and says, "This next song is called Fall Guy." And they
Fall
launch
Guy?
into their next song.
Motherfucker. All right. Well, when he hears that title, he's going to use message into to Bush's head. Yeah, he's gonna say, "Fall Guy," eh? And that's it.
Okay. That's my second nat 1 of 2 rolls.
Wow.
Damn.
You just get them all out now.
Yeah,
you
apparently
know?
so. Watch as we then move into combat, and I just immediately first target Mura and just crit twice, and she's straight down.
Yeah. I'm down. I failed the death saving throw.
Wee!
There is a twitch in her eyes as the incredible note that she was in the middle of holding suddenly falters and goes very off key, but quickly recovers.
Oh yeah.
Ouch.
As if trying to play it off as if nothing had happened, and you can see her eyes are now scanning the crowd nervously. What would you guys like to do?
Well, unfortunately, almost everything Linger can do will end in death.
Rain of spiders.
Right. If you want me to kill them.
I could.
You could do it. Just, you're my friend. Apparently she gets very emotional when she's high. Now we know what it takes.
I don't know if maybe Rip can distract the Greedy twins there. Maybe some sexy gyrations from him would get him off kilter as well.
Sure. Let's send Rip to the stage. And by sexy gyrations, I assume that you mean turns his back to the crowd, removes his mask, and unleashes a horrible screech at the twins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for them, that is like, I think their thing.
Oh yeah.
Rip does that.
Okay.
It also should probably affect some people in possible ear bleeding, at least some cringing. It's very
Absolutely.
the voice only a Linger could love.
I will say, because it's funny, give me a little performance check for Rip. So it
Just
should
a little
just be presumably his charisma modifier, which he should
Let me
have.
find him. Well, it's this stupid mortal coil that he has to wear while he's here is really messing with him.
This is the time to
alright.
let out some of that angst.
Roll. Where are you, D20? There we go.
Who knows, truly?
There you go. You got a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Well, he has just hilariously bad stats because we're using, I think, a badger.
Yes.
Appropriate.
Yeah, I think it's great.
He has also downed an entire drink that was meant for a human
Right.
at this point. Or, well, a humanoid, rather. As he staggers his way over to the stage, kind of trips over the edge of it a little bit, staggers up, removes the mask, and just lets out this horrible screech, which is just audible over the music, but it's close enough to the Grady twins that one of them looks like they've just gone into some hardcore panic and is now screwing up all of the placements on the neck of this cello. The other one is somewhat unfazed from the looks of it and is kind of like one hand like, what are you doing? Kind of batting at the other one, trying to get them to get their shit together, and with the other hand like trying to wave Rip away. One of the
Great success.
one of the security team at the front of the stage, you watch as they recoil in absolute agony before turning round and just swiping towards Rip to try and get him off the stage in the middle of this performance. Grabs a hold of Rip and just starts pushing Rip as hard as he can off the stage, and Rip just over the crowd, who all, yeah!
Can he crowd surf his way back, like just one
Absolutely.
palm at a time?
Thank you,
Rip's
Rip.
just like,
Pardon me.
He's like little fingertips past him.
as everyone's just,
to this music.
That looks fun.
Absolutely.
Since Steph is...
Oh, Steph stepped out.
Yeah, I'm gonna also... I'm upstairs now, so this will only take a second.
Woo!
Yeah.
But the performance continues.
Oh.
No.
That fox was up. Who knew?
Mm-mm.
Has that shuffled,
That's what
shuffled
cameras
us
moved.
all around? Oh no.
Little-
It's fine.
It might we'll have to find a setting or something. Surely, like, there's a way to keep it like.
I don't know. Discord is weird.
I looked into it too, and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah. It's fine. When she
Not to
comes
say that
back,
there isn't,
it'll
but-
automatically return us to where we were. Which is fine.
Sorry.
That's all good.
Oh, did-
Steph's
Did
DM
Lindsay
now.
get... Oh, so you guys enter this tavern.
I
Cool.
want to kill everybody.
How high are the ceilings?
You know what? Roll for high ceilings.
Cool. That's also.
You're also echoing through Lindsay's mic.
Yeah, I think she's probably hung up her headphones next to the mic. It's okay. Hey, we're back.
She's back.
Oh, it was.
Sorry.
I had to stand up too for a second, so
I didn't
it's
know
all
that
good.
it would, like, rearrange shit.
It's okay.
it's okay. I was the DM.
It happens.
Discord!
So the ceilings
Um,
are 20 feet high.
Excellent.
I'm not DM anymore.
No.
Not allowed.
So
Not
Illegal.
allowed. Probably for the best, honestly.
the performance continues on for quite some time. They recover from some of these mishaps from
Getting their shit kicked in.
the first half of their set. You can hear, however, a lot of the members of the crowd are kind of. I thought they were supposed to be better than this. Aren't these like these guys are like famous?
Oh.
Aren't they supposed to not be screwing up like this?
If Mura hears that, she leans over and she's like, "Yeah, they kind of suck, don't they?"
Like I saved up for weeks.
Right? I know, and it's like I paid so much money for these tickets, and then I get here, and there's supposed to be these professionals, and like, who's that fake Chester? I don't know if you guys have been following them for a while, but I don't think that's the same guy as I've seen before.
Yeah, I thought he like always wore white. Like
Yeah, he did.
red's not really red
Yeah.
really washes him out.
It
You know.
does. It's not good with his. And he also sucks at playing. Like he's just not as good. You know what I mean?
Just for
It's a
starting to
whole
tear up a
different
little bit.
instrument, too.
It's a whole different instrument. Like I'm just saying, the red washes out his fur. It fucks up his eye. It's just not complimentary. And they you know what? I think that they're just past their prime, and it might be time to retire.
Also heard Chester has like a gold tooth. This guy doesn't seem to have that, and like,
I mean,
gold tooth is so cool.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I look
saying that
closer.
I'm
It's silver.
not saying
We should demand a refund, says
Yeah, we
Chester.
I think we should demand a refund,
I can't believe I dressed up for this.
right? It's like we paid all this money, we got these scenes.
If I had known we were coming to see a cover band, I wouldn't have tried
so
so hard.
lame.
Mira does not say fucking. Sorry, that was me
Is
slipping.
that me?
The veil slip. Oh no!
Uh-oh. Everyone went robotic on me. I don't know if
Oh.
it's me.
It may be you. But yes, the crowd are now very much murmuring amongst themselves. You can see as well, Chester, you vividly know and remember if there's one thing that lead singer hated more than anything else, it was the audience being so disrespectful as to disregard and be just talking amongst themselves during the performance instead of watching and enjoying. And you can see it's very visibly agitating her up on the stage.
Hello, am I back?
Oh,
Am
you're
I
back.
back?
Yes, hello.
Am
Yes.
I back?
Okay.
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 I was typing because I thought it was maybe just me, but apparently it wasn't just me. All right.
Okay, good.
After I said cover bands, everything crapped out, so I don't know what happened
Oh.
after that.
I was
No,
perfectly fine
after-
for all of that.
Oh, okay, good. We didn't. I guess none of us heard anything that you were saying then, Mitch.
It's okay. It was probably all
Yeah, mine
bullshit
started
anyway.
roboting hard.
Yeah.
Don't even
Uh.
tell me the ping. That's crazy.
Good to know.
Same.
Yeah, so what I was saying when I was a robot was...
Definitely not a robot now, says Mish. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
I
offensive.
ticked the box that says I'm not a robot.
And it let me through.
Yeah. Was basically you can hear now the crowd are all kind of talking amongst themselves in that similar dissenting manner that you have been spreading through the crowd.
Yeah.
And as Chester
Yes.
well knows and remembers, if there's one thing the lead singer of Octarine Floyd hated more than anything, there was one thing that actually annoyed her and broke the visage of the cool, calm, and collected lead singer. It was people ignoring a performance and just talking amongst themselves. And you can see the slight twinge of annoyance visible under the surface of this persona that she puts on stage.
Francesca, I think I have an idea.
Oh, I'm all ears.
How about we get you up onto like the bar or someplace high, and then you outperform them. Battle of the band style.
Would be an option. However, I did happen to pawn my horn, which will make playing. I could sing, I suppose, although I'm not exactly known for my vocals. I do play the drum as well, so I could beat out a beat.
Steal it. Steal the other guy's horn.
Yeah, I do have my mouthpiece still. I did keep that.
When did you pawn the horn?
Back in Dragon's Reach, is it called?
And Dragon's Reach is Skyrim.
Back in Skyrim.
Long time ago.
Back when like
Dragon
he
bottom.
woke up on the back of this carriage and some dude looked at him and was like, "Hey you're finally awake."
It's Dragon. What is it called? Dragon. Got Dragon.
Dragon's
in it.
End.
Dragon's
Famous
End, I meant.
for the gold piece glued to the floor of the Dragon's Blood Inn. Or I guess the immovable gold piece, as people would know it, because no one else knows that it's been sovereign glued to the floor, with the exception of Yuri and Mary. And I think Ethan Thorne was in on it.
He would be later if he wasn't at the time.
I do have an idea, though. I like what you're thinking, Warden. How about I jump up there, push this fake Chester off the stage, you all grab him, I'll grab the horn out of him, I'll transform into myself, and play like I've never played before.
Is there like a fantasy equivalent of a sound engineer's booth?
In
There has.
some taverns there would be, with a more sophisticated arcana mechanic. Actually, no, this is Bimbledoo. There would be here, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they've got a whole arcana mechanics set up for controlling the lights, the sound, the pyrotechnics. I mean, sometimes it sets
Yeah,
the roof on fire, but, you know, wooden tavern, what do you expect?
What you said?
Honestly.
Yeah, you could turn the lights off, and I could make the old switcheroo.
I'm on it. You get up there.
All right, he's gonna dance towards the stage. Just sort
Also,
of.
wait, hold on. This might just be
Yeah.
the Molly talking, but I feel like we've really connected, and I very much value our friendship.
Why are you touching me like that?
No,
I mean-
just let
Very
Just let it
well.
happen.
Very well.
Just let it
Let it
happen.
happen.
Ah, well, that's fine. Normally, I'd be really into this. All right, thank you. Bye.
Let it happen.
Do you want to go stare at a rug later?
Isn't
Yeah.
Well,
I guess Linger and Rip will follow. Not really sure what's happening, but go for it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, the
Yeah.
first thing that happens is Mura vanishes.
it's like one of those jump cut vanishes where she's like, ah, and then pop, it's right out.
Yeah.
And then she returns So, are Warden and Linger then, from the sounds of it, heading towards the Arcana Mechanic booth?
No. Linger's gonna follow towards the
you're following
stage because that's where the
Chester. Cool.
action's happening. Yeah.
So
Find
Warden's
where my
heading towards
production
the
head
booth.
is.
She's on a slight murder mission. Like, there's a chance you will have to rein her in at some point.
Yeah.
Well, if they do that, Mira's gonna like talk to everybody around us and be like, "Oh my god, they got us sucked. Oh, we should like get some drinks. Like, let's go get some drinks. Like as a distraction, so
Make a persuasion
nobody
check.
can." Oh, okay. Let me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say this was
You
Lindsay's
get it.
idea, so. 25.
Damn!
Ooh.
It's almost
I'm
like
so good
sorcerers
talking
have
to
good
people.
charisma. Plus
Yes,
7 is
or-
decent as
We're
well.
about to go.
Oh no.
Oh. Am I back?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
we're back.
Okay.
Cool.
We're still back.
How much was
And we're back.
that Zoom subscription again?
Yeah, really.
right. I honestly can't remember. But yes,
I'm ready to pay for it.
25.
Mhm.
Pretty much
I will give you $25 to
The-
not keep having
the
this happen.
entire kind of back half of the crowd swarm away with Mura as the message is just passed through the crowd. Oh, we're getting drinks. Drinks. These guys are getting drinks. We should get drinks. Yeah, let's go get drinks.
Drinks.
And I was like,
Mira's just chanted.
you guys,
She's like the Pied Piper.
as everyone's heading
drinks,
towards the bar.
These guys suck.
Whilst
I think Chester, seeing that, would message Mira. Make sure you bring him back when I'm on stage.
I totally will.
Thank you.
Can I respond? Yes.
You can
Yes.
respond to this
Yeah, yeah.
message.
Yeah, this is a perfect setup.
as
Warden. Okay.
this is happening, Warden sneaks away to the booth.
Right.
What were you about to say?
Yeah, Warden's going to go up to the booth. And typically there's like a depending on crew setup, there's typically like a show director or sound engineer, lighting engineer, whatnot. And he's just gonna go up and be like, which one of you is the show director?
There is a brief pause as you ask, as you can see kind of stood before you, they're kind of dressed all in black. They've all got kind of hoods up and effectively like kind of small black scarves covering the lower half of their faces. So
Oh, that's
I mean,
rad.
you get the impression that if they're just walking around when the lights are low, they might just be able to completely blend into the darkness and be unseen. Can you give me a quick perception check? As one of them kind of looks at the others and, yes, that would be me. In a kind of somewhat broken common accent.
11.
11. Cool. How is it I can help?
I am Chesterfield's manager. We have a new set planned for you.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I flavor it as intimidation, maybe?
How are you doing
Like-
it intimidatingly?
By being big, tall, and a massive suit of armor. We are very adamant that this happens.
I'll say if he pushes back, you can then intimidate him.
Okay.
But as it kind of came across at the start, it was just like, hey, we've or I guess a
Sure.
deception check if you want. But 18 works.
Okay. Yes, I would like to keep the 18, please, bitch. Thank you.
He looks around a little nervously, and sure, go right ahead, and kind of gestures for you to enter the sound booth / lighting booth / general Arcana Mechanics booth.
Yes, front of house. All right.
You head inside. Can you just give me another very quick perception check?
16. All right.
16. So you're kind of greeted by what looks to be presumably the lighting guy and the sound guy. And all you can really kind of make out from under what they're wearing is one kind of has these almost glowing green eyes and the other one has these kind of dark red eyes. You do notice over by where these kind of gears and controls seem to be, just under where one of the chairs has been kind of slid across the floor to, there seems to be a small bloodstain.
Interesting.
As they both kind of just silently gesture towards the Arcana mechanical controls.
Can I do like a subtle investigation check?
Sure.
Where's investigate? Found it. 4.
Oh, that came up as a 16 for me.
I did it. Should have been.
Oh no, there's the 4.
Yep.
No, Mitch, you were mistaken. It was a 16.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's only
everything,
6.
everything
Yeah.
looks perfectly normal to you.
Weird. Should really clean this place up. Right. Yeah, no, he's just going to shuffle over behind them. Alright. Here's the plan. You're going to fade out the sound and lower the lights.
They just kind of look a bit quizzingly at you. Almost like they don't fully understand what you're saying. Can you give me a quick insight check? I'm really put off as well by the hand that's sticking out of the gelatinous cube behind Lindsay because it looks like she's just waving. It looks like it's her hand, but like the wrong way round. Like she's sat there.
I personally like that if I lean a certain way, you just see the skull head, and it kind of looks like the gelatinous cube is humping the back of my chair.
Yeah.
It does look like that.
Now I cannot see that. Thanks, Lindsay.
Yep, you're welcome. I'm mature.
Look, it's been a while, okay? He's lonely.
Yeah.
With a 14, you can see the one that was kind of stood a bit further away from you, with the red eyes, is looking almost a little bit nervous, and you can see their right hand is kind of slowly reaching back behind to the back of their belt from the looks of things.
Man. Chester better hurry.
Well,
He's waiting for the lights to
As a-
go out, unfortunately.
well, as a fighter, I think I recognize that move. And
As
Warden's
Mura
going
and
just
the crowd
to...
return with their drinks.
Warden's going to try to beat him to the punch, and he's going to reach in and pull out whatever he's going for.
Okay, so what, you're just gonna rush him and grab?
Yeah, it looks like...
Okay.
Well, it looks like he's going for a knife, so I'm going to take that knife. If that's possible.
Give me an athletics check. Seems like a somewhat athletic maneuver to me. Don't worry, because I
Two
also rolled shit.
Six. I might just be falling over each other here.
More or less. Really here, it's just if your roll beats, you beat them to whatever they're reaching for. It's just like a laser pointer. They were just giving you a key. You rush forwards and lunge at the engineer As you do, you reach around behind and your hand closes on what is definitely the hilt of a dagger.
Oh no.
As you kind of step back and pull it free, you can see the crossguard of this dagger is spider-shaped.
Oh shit.
And with that, we're going to go for a quick break.
Yay!
So
Guys,
we will
this
be
might
back.
just be them. This
No,
might
sorry.
just be the Molly talking, but I think I'm really waking up here.
That's like my favorite part, considering that the warden doesn't drink anything.
Yeah, I've decided to play Ward a little more loosey here, just for the fun.
It's funny.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Yeah.
We will be back in 10 minutes to see how this all goes down.
Perfect. It's a
Goodbye.
perfect potty break. I gotta...
back. Hello.
Fireball.
Yes. As
We're all in very rare form today, honestly.
one of the engineers takes a slightly nervous step back from Chester, who's now holding his knife. What would you like to...
Warden.
Chester's there too. Warden, who's now holding his knife. What would you like to do, Warden?
All right. Well,
I'm gonna do the lights, and then you guys are in real trouble.
Can you bonus action shove him off of the booth?
You guys are fucked when I'm done with my.
Oh, I'm on Molly, and you guys are fucked.
When I come down from this, you guys are so dead.
Right now,
But
everything is
fast,
moving in
like,
slow
wow.
motion.
Whoa.
Surely everything moving in slow motion is great for Warden.
Truly.
Well, yeah. So that's one thing.
As
So
the other one is
I'm
now
now
slowly
thinking-
reaching behind his back.
Right. I am going to. It's just a regular dagger.
From the looks of it.
It's just decorated.
Where is it?
Eat it.
Do you want me to? I wanted to disarming strike him. Can I do it with the dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I go
It's
and
a
just
weapon
add
you're
a dagger?
proficient with.
Okay. Can I just add a dagger then?
You have it
Alright.
right now, so technically, yeah.
Where is the? Trying to find the add item button.
It's right under the "Why does this campaign stop me from joining" button.
Did that happen again?
No, I have a specific link that I click on from back when that just lets me in. I think I have to add a warden, but so there might be like 5 wardens.
I mean, it's only showing one.
Okay.
It's just under where it says equipment and where it says
There you go.
encumbered. There is add.
Yeah, I'm going to add dagger. All right, awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to hit with a dagger and then do a disarming attack.
So is this for the one who's reaching for his dagger now?
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to roll. It's a 15.
I'm gonna need to just add one to this screen. Hidden so that I can see the stats easily. There we go. Boop. Boop. And show me Drow. 15 just hits.
All right.
Let's fucking go.
So yeah, and here's the rule for disarming attack if you need that. So yeah,
I do
so they
indeed. It is a
succeed.
strength save.
Yes, I get to add superior die to the attack damage as well.
12.
And I think where's my? Where's my save? You already die. Okay, so it's a DC 15. So no.
Yeah, he fails.
Awesome. Great. Okay, so let me go and roll damage for that too. And then plus. So that's 8 plus 4.
Maximum.
As you you see him reach for the dagger, and you just slide in, stab. The dagger clatters to the floor. You pull back, and the drow drops to the floor.
Dead?
Yeah.
You murdered him? This is just like Baldur's Gate for real, for real.
Alright, now I'm going to turn to the other one.
I'll be right. My dad's calling me. I'll be right back.
Alright. I'm going to turn to the other one and just say, "Turn the lights down."
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Make it happen.
I'll handle these Drow. Chester needs his time. Oh wait, advantage.
Yes.
14?
He looks at the console, looks at you, steps slowly towards the console, and I know, off. And kind of questioningly looks towards you. Do you want the lights off, or?
Fuck it, sure.
Reaches and pulls the lever, the lights. Everyone at the stage. The band suddenly stop. As the lights go off, Chester, Linger, and Mura, what are you guys doing?
I'm helping.
Well, Chester, yeah. He was waiting for the signal, so he's ready for it. He will immediately use his new runic dagger and jump up on stage. Hopefully right beside, or better yet, into the fake Chester, and sort of simultaneous use his sort of mage hand to pull him down or pull out the horn from his hand. Just try to get him sort of out of the picture a little bit.
You launch yourself towards the stage, collide perfectly with him as the mage hand that was already screwing with the horn for you and was still there in place, waiting for its next order. As he goes down hard, he almost kind of lets go of it anyway, and the hand just whoop and floats the horn over towards your face.
All right, then he would, in the darkness, sort of start to call out, "Ladies, gentlemen, please welcome the real Chesterfield to the stage." He will then use prestidigitation to have a little, or try to get that light above briefly lit as much as he can.
Linger can help with the extra presto sparkles too.
Please. You are about to witness the last session of Octarine Floyd live and up close and in poison. And he will start to play his little heart out, looking at the band expectantly, with anger in his eyes.
Give me a performance check, Chester Fields, and I will give you advantage because Linger for sure is just going nuts on the spells. The Molly's kicked in, the Presto's kicked in.
She's cheering. She's getting other people to cheer. The whole thing.
There you go, nice. 22.
Mura with her whole crowd of drunk people are all also shouting for Chester Fields as Chester begins the performance of a lifetime with a horn that is unfamiliar to him, but still a horn nonetheless. The crowd erupts into chaos, cheers, shouts, cries for Chester. The real Chester is now the people you were talking to before, like, "It's him! It's him! It was all a ruse! It's him! Chester!" As the band look up at you from where they were, kind of all shocked and stumbling over each other, dropping their instruments in the darkness. They look over, they look at Kay, who looks back at you in complete shock. Were you intending to get them to play as well? Sorry, I think I missed that part.
Trying to.
Okay. But, ever the showman, Kay, of course, skips back into place, spins the Loudon around, catches it, and joins in with Chester with a song that you know very well, Chester. We won't go into the specifics. It's fine.
It's another brick in the firewall.
Exactly. Another brick in the firewall. There you go. One that they have not played for quite some time, judging by the few wrong notes at the start. But eventually, the rest of the band join in, and the crowd are losing it, whilst at the front of house, up in the booth, Warden.
Yep.
The other Drow now turns from having turned down the lights and kind of points a finger towards you. I need you to give me, please, a dexterity saving throw, and I need everyone to roll initiative just so that we can track some order of things happening with less chaos.
That is going to be a 17.
Cool. I was about to say 17 hits, but you weren't rolling to hit. I'm just used to Warden trashing everything.
Give me an 8.
Cool. So you rolled for your dex save 17. Where is the saving? Give me the saving throw number, you son of a bitch.
No, this is my kind of party.
The objects around you in this small booth suddenly burst into harmless, colourful fire, but you yourself are entirely unaffected. Linger, Chester, and Mura, can you all give me a very quick perception check?
That looks like a yes, of course.
Octarine Floyd break out into a very dramatic rendition of Another Brick in the Firewall. They're playing the battle music right now.
15. Not too bad.
Cool. Chester, up on stage, you're able to see over the crowd and towards the front of house booth where you know Warden was starting this distraction. You see a flare of lights from inside the booth. You can see like the door is covered in what seems to be this kind of greenish purple fire, but doesn't seem to be burning down. You can just see all these fairly harmless looking flames covering 90% of the room, and just the silhouette of Warden stood menacingly in the center of the booth.
I think what he would do seeing that is have his mage hand sort of hold the horn in place and then back away from it and do a little jig around it while he messages Linga. I think maybe Warden might need assistance in the booth there. And then he'll come back around and finish the song at some point.
Excellent. Well, it's a good thing you messaged Linger, because up first in initiative, exactly where you want the wizard to be, it's Linger.
Yeah, absolutely. Linger acknowledges the message and turns towards the booth.
Which you can now also see lit in this fairy fire, which Linger probably is somewhat familiar with.
I've cast it before, so...
recognize. Oh yeah, you have. There you go. So Linger knows exactly what's going on, as does everyone else who sees it.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know what's happening. Just like Mira. I'm so sorry. It's my dad called, but it was my niece, and she's like, so what costume are you going to do for this con? And I was like, Isabella, I do not have time for this. But I love her.
My friend is fighting a drow. I gotta go.
Yeah. I was like, I'm in the middle of something. Sorry, Lindsay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Okay. So she's got her book with her. She always has her book with her. It's on her hip in a holster, looking cool, like it always do, even though she's all in her rave gear. She unholsters her book and flips it open. Rip will jump down onto the pages and start flipping them. As he does, though, this time something different happens. She gets to do this now. Like a crimson light in her chest starts glowing, a crimson light in the book starts glowing, and then another crimson light over near Warden starts to glow, and it kind of expands out. It's still tiny, but it's like a little linger-shaped crimson glow that's like ringed in like a nice violet. And that is her... What is it called? It is called her Manifest Mind. And it is hovering over there.
That's
and it is cool. And with it, she is going to hold magic missile for anything that or anyone that tries to attack Warden. Because she knows what fairy fire looks like. So there's a teeny tiny rip-sized linger soul ready to attack.
I was just reading the fact that it's tiny, so it's teeny tiny linger.
Very cool.
But like, it's mostly just like an outline and kind of see-through because it's spectral. Yeah.
It can hear and see, has dark vision, 60 feet, can telepathically share with you what it sees and hears, so Linger is now fully aware that there is a dead body on the floor.
Super cool.
And another one threatening Warden, who's currently holding a spider-shaped dagger, or a spider-guarded dagger, whenever you cast a wizard spell.
Oh wait, well if I can see it... Oh wait, so I can already see one threatening him.
Yeah, you can see there is one finger pointed towards him like it's the one that just cast fairy fire. There's one on the floor with like dagger nearby, but very clearly just been stabbed by Warden.
All right, then the tiny, instead of holding her spell, the tiny Linger will raise both of her arms and point at that Drow, and 3 little arrows. Yep. Blood red flashes of light. So there's 4.
Kaioken times 4.
Damn.
Oh.
4.
12. Yeah. 4 or 12 points of force damage just slam into this guy.
Excellent. Warden, as you're kind of stood there, you watch as this Drow points towards you, these flames ignite across the sound booth, and then suddenly there's a as a tiny spectral Linger appears and 3 magic missiles towards the Drow, who blasts back into the control panel and kind of coughing up blood staggers to their feet, very shaken, very hurt. You could probably like sneeze and they'll die, but they're just hanging on. Does that end Linger's turn? Linger with all the tiny spirits now. You've got Rip, you've got tiny Linger.
Linger, this might be the Molly talking, but you look very small.
The Drow is going to...
Tiny Linger does a little magic girl spin in the air.
That's adorable.
Just wait till you see her Sailor Moon dress-up sequence.
Shut up. I was just talking to my niece about dressing up as Sailor Moon for MomoCon. That's legit why she called me. Also, I had to take that call. I thought it was my dad. Last time my dad called me, my mom was in a car accident. She's fine. But I was like, oh God.
Fair enough.
I was like...
The Drow kind of recoils the outstretched finger, clenches their fist and turns their wrist around, and is going to fire a small crossbow bolt at you from their little wrist crossbow. With a 7 to hit.
Fucking anybody.
Well, it hits my shoulder and bounces off harmlessly.
And the Drow
Just imagine.
hurriedly knocks another bolt.
It's like when people shoot Superman and it just...
Yeah. Chester, it is your turn.
I think probably by now the song finishing up.
Yes.
He sort of turns to the crowd, plays that one final note, and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have been Octarine Floyd, and while we will never play together again, the spirit of music and adventure will live on in the band Abracadabra. I said good day." And then he takes a bow and casts Thunder Note. As that last note sort of wanes, it gets really loud all of a sudden on the fake Chester.
I said good day, sir.
Okay.
I love
Which is a con save, which unfortunately is a bugbear. He might have a good con. But it's fitting.
See, now how we were joking about the 2 nat 1s earlier?
you. Got a nat 20?
Yeah.
Which
It's still half damage, is it not?
I don't. It's a cantrip, so I don't
so
know if it
no.
is. No.
Cantrips are usually save or suck. Cool.
It was pretty scary for him, though, I assume.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's
This is
now cowering on the floor.
And then he's going to sort of walk up to Kay and just sort of look down on her with a frown.
Cool. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no, that's not. We don't want one of them. Bup, bup. Bup. Why would you put them all in at the same? Sorry about this.
Actually, wait. Let me just retcon that. When he looks down, he whispers, "I loved you."
Oh, no.
Hashtag drama.
Oh. But none of us hear that, right? Because we're not like close enough. Oh,
Nope.
man, that's so fucking good.
Excuse me.
Poor Chester.
Poor buddy. I love him, Your Honor.
Sorry, just bear with me one moment.
This will not stand.
This will not stand.
And 15. Cool. Does that end Chester's turn?
Yes. Thank you.
Warden.
Right. So just like immediately after getting shot in the shoulder, he's just like looking down at the bolt on the ground and back to the Drow, back to the bolt, and just like not even looking at him. He's just gonna just shoot him with his. Like crossbow.
An 8 misses.
No, so you should have looked.
Fuck.
Fine,
Fine, I'm gonna look this time. I'll look down.
Oh.
No. No, what happened?
This might be the Molly, but I'm seeing double.
Oh, no.
Shoot the one in the middle.
Oh.
This way ain't gonna miss. This way again.
I mean, it's also the fact that you guys are in kind of close quarters as well, so it's hard to get those crossbow bolts in. Mura.
Yeah, tell whatever, say whatever makes you feel good.
From
I'm kind of
Chester's
in the
last note.
I'm
Oh, wait.
Mura. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Action search, actually.
Oh,
Sorry.
There you go.
I'm using on this. No one can live after seeing that. He's just gonna stab him.
Sorry, buddy, you
Just
lost your
stab 'em.
living privileges.
18.
There you go.
Is that with the dagger? Are you stabbing or throwing?
Stabbing.
Okay. As the two bolts kind of miss and the Drow kind of raises an eyebrow at you and is like, "You're gonna give me shit?" And you just
No one can see
roll
that.
your damage.
Just die.
Just put your hand over his mouth.
6.
You just down.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
The drow slides down the panel.
Okay.
You
That
do
happened.
still have your second attack from your action surge, and there is the head of house from the looks of things, who was the one who ushered you in Broken Common, who is still behind you in the doorway.
Fuck, forgot about that guy.
I had a feeling, which is why I reminded you.
Is it free
You,
action?
though.
You do still
Is it
have
free action?
one more attack
draw-
because you action surged.
Yes. Is it free action to draw a sword?
I know you can draw as part of an attack one weapon, if I remember correctly. So
Depends how you roll it.
I'll allow
Like-
it today
Okay.
because this is part of an attack.
Okay.
I think it should be as part of the original attack that triggers the extra attack. And usually when someone has like two weapons, if they have extra attack, then I'm like, the action is that attack, but I'll allow it today because,
Okay.
you know,
That
we're
guy's
having good
just gonna
vibes
quickly-
in the band.
We're having great vibes.
Yeah, he's gonna quickly draw
While
his,
it may seem, this
his
is how
sword.
90% of my gigs go, so like, I'll allow
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah?
There's always a murder in the sound booth, and, you know, some hot
26.
rave chick is just flipping through a book, blasting people with magic. 26 will hit.
That's it. Oh boy. 12.
12. As you cleave into this head of house. You hopefully not. So you just, dude, what the hell? As you cleave into him, the hood falls back and you can see this kind of dark purple hair, the dark purple skin, and the elven ears of the drow underneath, who's very badly wounded and kind of forced down onto one knee by the just turn and swing. Does that end Warden's turn?
Yes.
Cool.
Are you done?
Yes.
Yes, I said yes. Yes.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
We didn't-
Mira.
I didn't
Okay,
hear.
sorry. I guess my mic didn't pick it up.
Hi. I just dropped a bunch of stuff. Yes, it's Mira's turn.
You can see Linger glowing and staring towards the booth that Warden had entered into. As
Oh.
Chester
And her book is out, which
and
means
her
business
book is out,
happening.
yes, with Rip sprinting across the pages.
Mira's
as
like looking
Chester
at
plays his
everyone.
final note. There's a crack of thunder. You can see him looking down over the lead singer.
Mira's like, I imagine that Mira somehow like got in the middle of this like drunk people mosh pit.
Yeah.
And she's just like, what is happening?
Circle pit.
Circle pit. So I think, how far away am I, would you say, from the booth? Can I get like up this, like up to, or can I get to the base of the stairs of the booth?
Yeah,
If
you're
there's
about
stairs?
20 feet away.
Okay, I get to, I like, pardon me, excuse
Yeah,
me.
the crowd
sorry.
would be difficult terrain if they didn't all love Mura at this point.
But they all love Mura. She's like
She's just on
doing
some
more.
guy's shoulders. Take me to the booth.
Take me there. Oh my god. Jeremy, thank you. He drops her off. She just stands there and she's like, all right. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that dude.
As you
I
watch
get to
Warden
Eldritch-
turn and swing.
Yeah, I'm like, that guy's an enemy.
He bad.
He bad.
There's an anemone
that's-
in the booth.
It's
Yes, 20
two.
hits.
It's two blasts, right?
Yes.
Yep.
You're a
Do
high
they
enough
both
level.
this-
16 also hits.
Great. That's a 9, and that's a come on, let's do 10. 13.
Yeah.
So that's you know,
Wait,
yeah.
Warden, you're in a bit of a
Thanks
sticky
so much.
situation right now, where this drow is on one knee and your sword is currently stuck in them. And as you're wondering how this is going to play out, there is a sudden blast from behind this drow as he is blasted off your sword and just scrapes across the floor, and you can see Mura stood there, hands outstretched.
Just like, beep, beep, beep.
like just like little. Is Mitch like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an
It's
abstract
Mitch.
painting, Mitch.
Am I what?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you are.
We can hear you fine.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're just many different cubes.
I see.
You're just kind of an abstract painting. How's it
looks
look on
fine the
stream?
stream, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe if
Oh,
it looks
it looks
fine for
fine on
you,
this-
it should be fine for stream.
Yeah, I kept looking, but no, it's just.
Getting worse.
I mean,
each
I know
time.
the stream is slightly
Ugh.
behind, but I think it's all good. So it's just for you guys. Only you guys get the pleasure of seeing my
Mm,
true
it's cool
form.
looking.
It's getting better,
Yeah.
and by better I mean way worse.
Pinker.
Every time. Yeah.
Be not
I
afraid.
have-
Pretty great.
Have I frozen?
Yeah.
Biblically
Yeah.
accurate, Mitch.
Yeah, we're like it's biblically accurate, Mitch. She's just
Yes.
like.
This is good stuff.
We are Nash.
We are.
Fabulous.
Oh God, it's.
Yeah, I'm still all good on the stream. Weird.
Okay. Well, yeah, Mura just, I guess as you see that guy bite the big one, Mura just like, beep, beep, beep. Hi,
Boop,
are you
boop, boop.
okay?
I don't see if I don't know if you saw my wave. Yes. Good job. Thumbs
You're
up.
welcome. You
Is
look,
that-
Linger had her book out, so it meant business.
You can see as well as
Mhm.
Warden turns and looks at you, the tiny floating linger.
Yeah.
Mitch, should we get a long rest before this?
No.
No.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
Mhm.
Um,
Does that end Mira's turn?
it sure does.
Cool. In that case, Chester, from the side of the stage, two things happen. First, Kay looks up at you and says, I know. As one of the half-orc security detail comes storming over to the side of the stage to see what's going on and see what's happened with the two Chesters. As he runs in, pushing the band members out of the way, you watch as he stoops down, grabs hold of the collar of the Chester in red, as the disguise self wears off, and you now see a Drow dragging the fake Chester, presumably towards the back door of the tavern.
Is the fake Chester a Drow?
Fake Chester is currently struggling and shouting.
Oh.
He being bear napped. You're back.
Oh,
Do
you're
be
back.
currently looking like he'd be in bugbear napped. And the Drow is going to end his turn as one of the Minotaur turns, sees Linger stood menacingly with her book out and glowing, and he's going to point in your direction. And Linger and Chester, I need dexterity saving throws, please.
Yeah.
22.
4.
Linger is outlined in fairy fire.
Oh, jeez.
Just more fire around her.
As another disguise drops from this half-orc, who shouts, "The Empress wanted him alive!" And he's going to step into stabbing distance of Linger and end his turn. Because he can't do anything else, because Fairy Fire's an action.
The downside, yes.
Unlike in the Drizzt books, where they just fairy fire and go to town on each other.
Hmm.
Everything's a free action in those books because it's a book.
Yeah. Because it's a narration.
Wild. Drizzt cast fairy fire and stopped and waited for the next Drow to take his turn.
Oh, I love that part of the book.
Yeah.
What would you like to do, Linger?
1, 2, 3. She's waiting her turn. No. She's
Oh,
gonna. Remember why I have this. Is that its own little spell slot? I think it is. So her once a day can cast without using a spell slot. She's going to reach out and touch a bitch. Cast Inflict Wounds.
Ah, yes, the spell Touch a Bitch. Love it.
fucking love Inflict Wounds.
Inflict Wounds is so metal. 25
All right.
hits.
So hand glowing with all the various magics going on with this woman right now. Eyes dead as they always are. He reaches over and just a modest 7 points of necrotic damage because it was a shit roll, but that's fine.
Okay.
And then she winks.
She winks. Excellent.
She winks.
As the drow is... Sorry.
I was just going to say, I'm going to have to step away for just a second, but
Okay.
I'll still hear you.
I was going to say the drow is reaching for a dagger as Linger just reaches forward, puts a hand on him, and he starts... And you can see all the veins blackening, bursting under the skin. And not that drow, because that one's dead. The other one is going to drop his half-orc disguise and sprint past Chester, who will get an attack of opportunity.
I will take... you know what? Why don't I use this? Oh, sorry. Let me just turn off sneak attack. $15.
15. That hits.
Lucky 7.
Lucky 7. You do
Where do
7
you
points
think
of
you're
damage.
going?
As the drow is sprinting past you, you stab out with a cry of, "Where do you think you're going?" In that classic Chester accent.
Oh my god, it sounds just like him.
I do say,
really
where do you
does.
think you're going?
Why? Okay. Why do you sound like Laszlo from What We Do in the
Yeah, I know,
Shadows? You sound...
I had the same
Matt Berry. You sound just
Matt
like Matt Berry. Yeah.
Oh boy.
love
That is a
Compliment.
compliment.
As you stab him, he kind of staggers forward, but continues using that momentum from the stab. Stoops down, grabs hold of the legs of the Chester in red, and lifts them up so that the two of them can now
Chester in
start.
red.
Yeah, I've been singing that in my head this entire time. First time I said it, immediately. As the two of them are now carrying this kicking and shouting bugbear towards the back door. And it's your turn, Chester.
I think he's gonna start off by saying, "Okay, I'm working with Drow now, are you?" And then, without looking, he's gonna shoot some words at these Drow in the form of.
Okay, we all know how it goes when you shoot
illusory
without
darts. I know. He wants to try it now.
We said we wouldn't talk about that.
He's there like, okay, Warden does this all the time and I've never once seen it go wrong.
16 for 1.
Because every other time he's seen it, it's worked.
20 for 2.
They both hit.
Okay, so that'll be 4 plus 3, 7.
Excellent.
Lucky
and it's
sevens.
one on each.
No, he was just
Or
gonna go
both
for
of
one.
them. Okay, which one are you going
Yeah,
for?
the one that ran by him.
Okay, excellent. The one who was already hurt, as he bends down, scoops up the legs, stands up, and the illusory darts thunder into his back, and he just trips, falls over onto the body of the bugbear, and just rolls off, dead.
I have some new tricks up my sleeves, as you will soon learn.
Does that end
And
Chester's
that'll
turn?
end his turn. Yep.
Warden.
Hmm.
You can hear now screams and shouts from the crowd that are definitely not people celebrating Chester's awesome horn skills.
Awesome.
And
Right.
the cry of, "For the Empress."
Right. I'm gonna do something cool here.
Shoots without looking.
Can I? Okay, something a
Really
little.
hard.
Okay, something looking. Warden is going to run up and jump out of the booth into the crowd, and he's gonna try to land on a drow.
Give me an athletics check.
Like for this cloak billowing like he's Batman. I don't know if I have to roll for the cloak. 18.
Nice.
18. You sprint and dive out the window. I was gonna do some music, but the only music I have in my head is the fucking evil Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3, which is
That's
not
fine.
Batman, but is still just as dramatic as Warden's jumping out of the music. Do-do-do-do-do-do. As you soar across the crowd like a majestic metal eagle, and you do manage to tackle one of the drow that was inching in towards Linger.
And just superhero landing on him.
This is pretty metal, honestly. This music.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This whole scene is pretty badass.
Yeah.
We are so cool, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We really are.
Some of us are really.
We're flexing.
I feel like 3 people in this scene are really cool, and Mura
This is
is
all
Also
just
here.
to help Chester look more badass, because it's like, damn, he's hanging out with
Yeah.
these guys now? This is his new band?
we're metal.
Yeah, abracadabra. Very metal.
So would you count that as an action, or
I'll say that was your movement. You still have your action
Okay.
bonus action. I'm feeling nice today.
thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna
Did you?
Sorry, attack.
Steph, did you just shake your head at me when I said I'm feeling nice today? Or
No,
was that
I shook my
something
head.
completely...
I have
Zach,
the
don't
timing
you fucking
of
ruin
that.
this for us. Don't ruin this for us.
pretty dehydrated, so I'm having some electrolyte drink, and I think
see.
some of the powder
Mm.
went to the bottom, and so when I sucked it up, it was like, "Hello,
I
electrolytes,"
see.
and I was like,
It was just
"Ugh."
because it was the timing. I was like, I'm feeling nice today, and you went,
Ah. No, we'll need a gif of that of me going. No, it was my Pedialyte powder. If you must know,
sponsor us.
I'm dehydrated. Well, yes, sponsored by Pedialyte. It helps people who are frequently dehydrated, and also people who drink a lot and are dehydrated
Right.
because of that.
I'm going to just
Reminding
stab
me
the
to
guy
drink
who
water.
I land on top of.
Take inspiration.
Really?
Okay, yes, fuck it. So Warden stands up.
Um,
I already have one.
do I get advantage because he's prone?
Yes.
See, Mitch is being great today.
No, I mean I think that's
Yeah.
a legit rule.
It is. Yes, you
15.
can also have inspiration, Max.
That
For
one.
being subscribed for 20 months?
800
I think it is
years.
now. 20 months.
Yeah.
So that's
Forever.
inspiration worthy. 15 just hits.
It's a
Awesome.
dawn of time.
Why is Max just so awesome? Mitch is also so awesome. Look
Right.
at that damage.
That's 9.
As you
It's not the best, but
stab down. And he but
okay.
is conscious, flailing and fighting at the end of the blade.
All right. Well, let's snuff that out, huh? 17.
Lift and stab. Hits.
Like churning butter.
There we go. 13.
Yeah.
13. As he is still kind of writhing around from the first one, you just, wait, no, that's not right. Stab, and he stops. Blood starts pooling out from underneath him.
There we go. He's self-moving now.
There we go. We stopped.
How many more are there?
There are, if I kill this one. Where's the kill button gone? Kill. There are 2 more.
Okay.
There is one currently stood in front of Linger. She has her hand on him, and he is coughing blood up, which is something you've seen before. Otherwise, it'd be real weird right now.
Time to time.
And then there's the other one that's dragging the bugbear out of the back door. Does that end Warden's turn?
Yeah, that will be my turn for now.
Cool.
Hold
Mura.
on, just 2 minutes.
Hi. Which one is closest to me?
Probably the one that is being inflicted wounds by Linger.
I
The
mean,
other
I'd
one's
love
kind
to
of
do.
round a corner.
I'd love to do something other than Eldritch Blast.
Said no
But
warlock
Eldritch
ever.
Blast is... Oh my god, this
Warlock's
is
got a warlock.
a warlock's got a warlock. I feel so bad because even in Baldur's Gate, like I have a wizard, and I'm just like, should I 5th level magic missile? I should 5th level magic missile. It's just every time. I'm like, it's just guaranteed. Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. Not that this is guaranteed, obviously, but I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that one.
Mhm.
Bing.
Bada
20
bing, bada
and,
boom. 20 hits.
and bong. 26.
Also hits.
Let's fucking go, baby. That's 9 damage and a nice hearty 14.
And what do Mura's
So-
Eldritch Blasts look like today?
I think she wants to match the vibe that's being given in the room.
Glow
So
stick.
she's
Glow stick!
yeah, it's very glow stick thundery, it is all meant to like, so one is like fluorescent green and the other one's like a fluorescent pink, and she's like boom boom, bing bing, bing bong. Obviously only 2 of those work. But yeah, she does it because she's just trying to make Chester look cool, and then she's like, Chester! 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 She doesn't cough, that's just me. Yeah, because she wants to, in theory, make it sound like the Eldritch Blast split. So instead of bing bong, she's like, Chester, 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 and like she wants to try to make everyone. She's trying to pump up the room for Chester. Chester, Chester, Chester.
Amazing.
Bonus action. Get the wave going.
Casts Mexican Wave.
Yeah.
Excellent. As Linger watches these 2 fluorescent UV Eldritch Blasts
They're
slam
like
into
kind
the
of
drow.
dying out. You know, like a glow stick that's like been on a little too long.
Yeah.
As the drow rockets out of Linger's grasp, slams into the side of the stage and slides down.
We got him! Pour Gatorade on Linger!
Once again, Mura with the kill steals.
I'm so sorry!
Oh, my XP.
Yeah, this is XP only to the players who kill the enemies in this game.
Oh my god.
It would just be
I'm
Mura
not
and
saying
Chester
I play
getting
players like
all of
that.
it. All the kill steals. So, the drow who is dragging the other Chester towards the door holds up a hand as a globe of darkness envelops the
should've killed
entire
that
back
one.
area of the tavern.
Oh, there was another one.
Linger.
Oh, I got short rested. Fuck.
Shoot. So I need something that's area of effect.
As there's like a little bit of drow left on your hand.
Flick it off.
Like a little bit of skin. Oh, grody. So nasty.
Well, she can't see. Let me check.
Shut up. I love this. Rave Warden. Oh my god. That's so good.
I'm just here to have a good time.
Right. Creature you can see.
I've just seen Rave Warden.
It's great, right?
Fantastic.
It does not have a.
And I've also
Sorry, I'm
just
having
seen
to
the
check a
Eldritch
spell.
Abomination that I turned into. Am I still that for you guys?
No.
No,
Okay, good.
no.
Because otherwise
No.
I was going to turn my camera off and on again.
No, you're fine.
See,
So
Linger's dilemma
just-
right now is you could
Well, she
cast Rain
can't
of
see,
Spiders,
so-
but then it'll turn into Singing in the Rain.
well, yeah, and also she's got this other spell, and it doesn't say that she has to be able to see her target. If the
Interesting.
target's in
Which
dark,
spell?
then Bloody Burst.
Oh boy.
There's your spell list. You cause a creature.
Bloody burst.
Oh yeah. It doesn't currently. I'm sure this will be amended when we have the finished book. But for now, the wording doesn't say. It just says you cause a creature's blood to erupt. Target must make a Constitution save on a failed save.
All right, then
So, yeah.
spectral linger will fly into the orb of darkness, so nobody knows what's happening, what's going on. We
Like a
can blame
slight
this on the
splash
Drow.
as you enter like
Who
a
knows?
thing of fog.
Yeah, and so if you'll do a con save for
Mm-hmm.
Buddy. And we'll say
that's
a little dribble of blood comes out of her nose and she wipes it off. So they're gonna take. All right, let me read this. On a failed save, 4d6 necrotic damage. Oh, and then I guess the buddy that's being dragged will need to make a
Oh.
dex save also, or we'll get some.
Oh
Toxic
no,
blood.
fake Chester. No.
Yeah. This is good
Wait,
news.
no, don't. No.
No.
Sorry, do we want to save him? I'm not
No.
entirely sure.
So what did he get save on his dex? No?
You what?
Did the dex save?
Oh yeah, no,
on
I need to
both
roll that.
the-
Sorry, I was just taking the piss out of
The-
bad
the-
Chester.
He's prone,
Uh,
don't forget.
3.
Faux bear. Okay. All right,
Jeez.
so the Drow will take 14 points of necrotic damage as blood in the darkness, hot blood just spews out of his mouth, his nose, his
Jesus.
ears, and his nethers to rain
Not his
down upon
nethers.
his nethers, and it pours down onto the bugbear being dragged, who then takes 10 points of necrotic damage as this blood is incredibly acidic, apparently, and burns into his fur and flesh. But no one sees this or can blame Linger, and Linger just kind of shrugs, like, I don't know what I should do,
Okay.
and wipes her nose.
You do also know as well, spells like this Globe of Darkness generally tend to be concentration spells, if that affects anything you would do before the end of your turn.
No. Well,
Okay.
I guess she
Because Teeny Spectral
Moves.
Linger is still in there.
she'll dismiss Teeny
Okay.
Spectral Linger. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we'll do.
If we must.
We must. Oh no, it got destroyed in whatever that drow did.
So,
Murderer!
the globe of darkness suddenly vanishes. You can just see there is a pool of blood on the floor and this emaciated drow lying there with the fake Chester on top of the drow, coughing and spluttering and rolling around in pain. As Linger's just
Ooh,
like,
that
sorry, too much Molly.
Yep.
That's why my nose is bleeding.
Yep. So let me just mark that. Take some hit points away from me.
And with that,
Okay.
the drow are defeated, as the entire tavern at this point are Chester, 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 Chester.
yes.
He just is staring at Kay this whole time, not even acknowledging.
As Kay just kind of brushes herself off, kind of pushes past Chester, and thank you. We have been Octarine Floyd, and we will be taking our
You
leave for the rest of the evening.
For the rest
Bows.
of forever! Boo!
And is like hurrying the rest of the band backstage. What would you guys like to
Those
do?
guys.
He's gonna follow and sort of hopefully motion to his friends. All right, well, keep in mind we may want to muddy these people as well because they are jokes and possibly working for the Drow.
You want to go after him?
Well, I would like to have a word or three.
He was like, I want to kill more stuff.
Yeah. We just kind of leave the bodies out here. Like,
Well, like,
And I do-
you know, covert.
I do want to thank you all for making me look pretty goddamn cool.
I mean, we just cheered them on. You were already cool. You just made
Oh,
sure
well.
everyone noticed.
Thank you. Let's keep up the ruse that I'm really cool as we go in and have a word with these people.
Not a ruse, Chester. It's a reality.
Ah, yes, I misspoke.
Yeah, you fucking did.
Okay. You
Let's
you
go.
head backstage. The security have brought the very heavily injured, very blood-stained and blood-covered Chester in the red suit, now even more red, backstage. He is
my God, what
currently
happened?
just sprawled out on a sofa, just
Oh,
Get
ow,
up.
you look hurt.
you ordering him to get up.
No, he said shut up.
Oh, shut up. I thought you went, get up. I was like, damn.
you know.
Shut up is even better,
Legs.
honestly.
Yeah.
Make an intimidation check, Chester.
What? You know, I don't intimidate very often. Oh, okay.
As the rest of the security are
Yeah, not as
cleaning up the
forte.
bodies and dealing with the crowd. But the Chester on the sofa is too injured to hear your words. But he does get a little quieter.
Where did you find this thing?
Kay kind of points a thumb towards him and just, well, that one was from Druggisht, also in the Halador Isles.
He's not very good.
We've had better.
I know.
Yeah.
These are my new friends, and I'm actually going to use the word friends, unlike what I would use with you all. This is Linga, this is Mura, and this is Warden.
Here
Greetings.
crosses her arms. She doesn't even say hi. She just narrows her eyes. I'd offer you a bath bomb, but I don't have any, and also you're rude.
Linger is like changing her clothes, like taking all the shit out of her hair and cleaning herself up, and is just still like, I can't believe I dressed up for this. I really thought this was going to be different.
Just waving the
Oh, what
wand
a
and the
waste.
UV paint is just vanishing.
Yeah.
I woke up for this. I was here.
I made drugs for this?
Yeah, this was such a... I didn't know I was coming to see a sham, but whatever.
Crap.
Yeah, Warden.
There's no magic for
God.
her to throw shade at, so she's
You know
gotta
what's
throw
good
shade
about
at something.
good about that for Warden is I could see on the camera your hand sort of zooming
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
bit, so it's like,
That would help.
yeah. I think we should all perhaps start with me asking you, why should I just kill you all right now for your betrayal of me?
Well, I don't really think you're the kind for murder in cold blood. You certainly never used to be that way.
A lot has happened since we have parted ways. And perhaps some of the events that led to that ways parting have soured me and turned me into a cynical curmudgeon who likes death and murder. The joint will
That's-
change a person.
Fair, I suppose. Full disclosure, we did not think you were getting out of prison.
That doesn't seem like better. That seems like worse.
Why did you send him to prison?
Well, we didn't.
I think it was your actions that led me there.
I mean, we
Your
wrote a song
betrayal of
about
me.
you.
Yeah, I did notice that. I would be flattered if I were not so furious. You still haven't answered my question. Why should I not get my revenge right now?
That is a very good question. I'm not
Thank
sure
you.
I can fully answer that, and you, of course, would be well within your rights to do so, but I do expect that once again it would end up with you in prison.
I made it out once. And who's to say there would be any witnesses? You see that guy turn into a puddle of blood?
How do you think that fucking happened?
Because at the time, nobody
Oh,
could
yeah, I
see, but
guess
he was a puddle
We
of.
didn't see it. Yeah.
But I mean, you caught the death throes. There was a lot of aftermath going on of him still mid-melt, so still very fair. But look, theft and murder are two very different crimes. You might have got out for the
Okay.
last one, but you wouldn't for this.
Well, oh, Chester, if you don't mind, I'd love to.
Oh, please, please.
Right. Okay. So I have to say, from a legal perspective, no body, no crime, and also, who's gonna tell on us? Are you gonna tell us? She puts her hands on her hips. Cause if none of you are left to tell on us, who's gonna know? Nobody liked your band. You sucked. And
The
you
entire-
replaced Chester with Cheap Chester.
The entire crowd saw you come backstage, and they might be a bit weirded out by Chester heading backstage and returning with the rest of his band dead.
Well, if they know it was him, maybe why would we go through the same door that we came in from? Like, I'm sorry, do you not think that we know how to murder people? Because we know how to murder people. We wouldn't go out the same door we came in.
As
Warden's
Linda
just
has
gonna
now
put her hand
finished
over-
cleaning herself.
We're just gonna put a finger over Mura's mouth, like shh. You're being too
Love it.
loud.
Am I
I
being
think
too loud, or have you had too many drugs?
It's like I'm coming down, Mura. Would you catch me if I fell over?
I would, but with my body.
Okay.
While Mira was distracting, Chester has come up with an idea that may appease him a little bit. All right, well, yes, Moida is tempting. However, I don't want to say forgiven you, because seeing you again has sent me into a sort of turmoil in my brain. However, I can't think of a compromise that would at least relieve some of the stresses and strains that I have been under.
And that is?
If you would allow, I have many new skills and abilities at my disposal. And one of those is the ability to tell when someone is lying or not. What I propose is I will cast a spell in this room where no one will be allowed to lie. You answer my question, you do not lie, and I will not seek my revenge. We will part ways as former band members, former lovers, and we will never see each other again. Unless, of course, you get another goddamn chest of fields, and if I hear about that, I will come.
Violently.
Violently come, as I used to when we were together.
Oh my god!
If the walls of the trailer had a blacklight.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I feel like this guy
Yep.
dead.
One of the Grady twins kind of steps forward to say something, and Cage, fine.
All right, he does not hesitate and casts Zone of Truth.
Okay.
I will push a button and we'll cast.
Kay is actually immune to zones of truth.
I would know at least.
Okay.
The
Cast Zone
good
of Truth.
advantage of it.
There is a telltale ripple that emanates out from Chester across the room, because, you know, he's not trying to hide this. He's doing what he said.
Keep in mind, and I think maybe he would look at Mira when he says this, that you are unable to lie while this field is up. Well, if you do, I would know it. Just, be careful what you say, that sort of thing.
Mira nods.
Rip gives a panic
this
look
is-
at Linger.
This has never been a problem for her, for she never lied.
Yeah, I guess that's true, actually. Shouldn't worry about the words, just says everything truthful.
Yeah.
On
Fault.
Finger
on
just
my
puts her finger over her lips when she looks back at Rip, and just don't worry about it. We just won't say anything. Have to talk.
Nods.
on the note of honesty, I do believe I should tell you, my new friends, underline word, that these, although we were a band, yes, as you have witnessed, we also were a band of thieves and would rob people all the time. Okay, so, Kay.
You're pretty good at it.
Yeah, that's true. Pretty good at a lot of things. Okay, well, that night where we committed...
one night.
Boy, you still do that, eh? Where we committed that heist, as we had done many times before, we would always meet in the same diner, no matter what. I was the only one who showed up. Nobody else did. I waited, and I waited, and guess what? I waited some more until the authorities arrived and took me away. Fortunately, lack of hard evidence mean I could talk my way out, and I stand before you. All I am saying is true. What was it that we stole that night?
I believe she needs to make a charisma saving throw, doesn't she?
If she wants to lie.
So a creature that enters the spell for the first time makes a save, and then if she fails, she can't speak a deliberate lie, and you know whether she succeeds or fails. So you do know that the zone of truth has taken hold. And she Well, I can honestly tell you. At the time of the heist, we did not know.
Does she stop? Or are
Yeah.
you thinking?
Yeah.
No, she stops.
Oh.
All
I
right.
think over to the side, Linger and Mura are planning a girls' night.
A girl dinner.
vacation.
Girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner.
All right.
May
Well,
or may not include circling back, just kill these people later, but you know.
We surreptitiously step out of the zone of truth.
Linger's like, I got a lot of acid spells, I could melt the evidence.
Yeah, I got a lot of.
I can make any
guys,
of my
we have a bag
spells
of holding.
acid.
We could just put the bodies in the bag of holding. It's not,
We've got
it's
a
not a
lot of
problem.
lightning. I can make it look like an accident.
I can literally disintegrate them into powder.
Yeah. All right.
I love
Let me.
I've done it
let me ask
before.
a few more questions. All right. So I see you still have quite a way with woods. Use them to your advantage. I'm impressed as I always was. You intimate that you did not know at the time. However, I would guess that you know now. Correct?
Well, you know how
Simple
it
yes
is.
or no answer.
More information starts to reach you after the fact. We've pieced together bits and pieces, started to get a little closer and get a bit of an idea on it. From what I understood and everything we've managed to put together, it was some sort of device that someone in a faraway land that paid a lot of money for there to be a fall guy to make this all go away very quickly and easily wanted. Something to do with creating his perfect constructs. So, all we had to do was set up a fall guy to take the blame and get a package on a boat.
Constructs. That is interesting. Do you know who paid you to do the job?
Well, you know how it often is, we didn't really work in names much.
That is true.
All we knew was he was the surgeon.
Soygen, alright. Soygen, something to make constructs. Well, that's interesting.
Some sort of
Everyone looks-
mechanical heart or something, I think.
Nerd. It's gonna try not to react to anything.
And she just kind of picks some dirt out from her fingernail and flicks it on the floor.
You better pick that up.
Why? Why did you?
So threatening.
It was pretty good.
It's supposed to be. I mean, Mura hates
It's
littering.
the Mura voice under it. You better pick that up. Littering is bad for the environment.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mute myself now so I don't ruin this.
Why did these Drow attempt to capture this chested?
That one's slightly easier. Again, we needed another fall guy. And you know how it often is with people around these sorts of places. You get someone from a place that has a reputation like the City of Beasts, and no one's gonna bat an eyelid when a bugbear gets arrested.
Oh, so you're just letting bugbears get arrested?
Not
left,
always
right, and
bugbears, but certainly all of the Chesterfields.
All of the Chesterfields.
So you're racist.
We're just playing into these things.
You're unoriginal and
I have bugbear friends.
How many Chesterfields are there?
There's one.
Warden's melting in the corner. How many
the
are
real-
there?
Will the real Chesterfields please stand up?
She
Yeah.
she thinks and well, he was number 5 and points at your Chester.
Wait,
That doesn't make sense. I'm the original.
Well, they had different names before you.
Ah,
but
well, okay, well.
we've been using your name.
Since
Or
I was the
maybe-
most popular one.
What made you think it's your name? No,
I'm
just kidding.
pretty sure.
I can't
My
understand
parents.
what you ever saw in these people. They're pathetic.
Yeah. That is true. Although, look at that guy. He's got 4 arms. That's kind of cool. He points to ZZ.
it's not that fucking cool.
Throws up.
No,
4
Mira
horns.
just. I'm gonna beat them up. Grr. I'm gonna beat them up.
So small, so much fury.
So
Yeah.
much fear.
We're so
Just the
angry on
nine
Chester's
houses,
behalf.
Would any of you have any questions you think I should ask them before I ask what may be my final question?
To finish answering your question,
Oh, please.
we might have stolen something from them. So, we figured
From the Drow.
Chesterfield take the blame.
All right, what is it that you stole from the Drow?
I'm afraid I can't tell you that.
New plan. Let's just give them to the Drow.
Here's I do have a question. How would you like to die?
I would not.
Well, unfortunately,
She's telling the truth.
death is an inevitability. Truthfully, Mura says death is an inevitability for us all, so
Boy.
you have to come to terms with it sooner or later.
Roll for existential crisis.
Mura,
That was legitimately in that one.
Mura, possibly the oldest, longest living person in this room, maybe
Please, Rip
in
is
this country. Oh, that's true. I said
Lest we
person,
not
not
forget that
eldritch
that's true.
being.
Yeah.
Rip is people too.
Rip is also people.
Rip is literally people, plural.
Yes, probably.
Oh my god.
Listen.
All right, well, I suppose I could move on to what I believe will be my final question, which I suppose may determine some things that will happen immediately afterwards. And that is, did you ever actually love me?
Ooh.
Mura has her hands on her hips. She is staring daggers at this woman.
Warden is just laid back on a couch like,
Wait.
ooh.
Linger is also mean mugging.
I feel like if it was an anime,
Scowling.
Linger and Mura are in the corner and it's like the darkness is like just over them because they are about to fucking pounce.
She crosses one leg over the other, kind of leans back in the chair. Of course I had a lot of love for you, Chester.
Hmm. All right, well, I guess that is all my questions answered.
Mura cracks her knuckles.
The hair of the girl starts flowing, the darkness starts spreading.
Yeah. That was the incorrect answer.
You
Unfortunately,
chose poorly.
Unfortunately, you've triggered your death event.
In the corner
yeah,
of
he
her
is,
field of vision, she could just see Linger disapproves, Mura disapproves.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's good. that you probably get the impression from Chester that he doesn't want to, instigate things. But is that because he once loved her, or who knows?
Chester, Chester, she Mura comes out of the corner and tugs at Chester's sleeve and is like, come here. And she would whisper, and she's like, can I, would you mind if I hit her with a couple of Eldritch Blasts? Just a couple.
Warden
Would you
says
mind?
it's my turn to play on the iPad.
You got.
No, I wouldn't mind at all. It's just I don't know if I have it within me to do such a thing. It's, you understand, a form of love. I'm in a zone of truth, so first and only love.
Oh, Chester, you got any games on your phone? That's the vibe that she's giving up. Okay, well, we could hit her. We could hit her, and you could hit everybody else.
I mean, the nice thing about that is, I wouldn't say no.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Let's.
Mira's
Hold on.
Yeah.
Mira, it looks like you're about to do something. I just thought I wanted to interject just real quick.
I absolutely am.
She's got her casting hands ready.
Right. I think that you and I would have a more successful and less complicated time dealing with this later, outside of the tavern, possibly on the road, away from so many people. I'd like to take my time with what we would like to do, and I just don't think I would have that here now.
I think that's a good idea. So, were you guys leaving immediately, or are you gonna stay overnight?
Yeah, what's your room number?
Yes.
We were planning on sticking around for a bit. Unfortunately, there's a few more shows for us to play.
All right, well.
A big financial hit if you don't make them for some reason.
It would be a shame if something were to happen on the road that would deter you and detain
Can you get? Is it on your poster?
There are a lot of
all of your
fans who would be
security,
disappointed.
obviously. Oh,
There'll
that
be
would
more
be a shame for them.
Yeah, and
Except I don't care about them.
they'll be very disappointed when I find out the band Octarine Floyd is no more, because it is no more. You must change the band name. I can give you a list of 100 or so.
I've got
but you will
99 band names for you.
Oh yeah, 99 now, I forgot. However, if I find out you're playing with another Chesterfields under the same band name, that's it. Coitons.
Yeah, curtains. That'll be curtains.
No, it's acquaintance.
Coitons.
Coitons for you.
Titans.
Coitons.
No.
And I'm afraid that's a deal breaker.
Okay.
And C.
Where's your next?
If I could offer a little bit of parting advice, then.
Oh yeah, I'm sure my friends will love.
I love advice.
I'd keep an eye out for that Empress. From what I understand from the people we were dealing with, there's Drow all over this city. They've got ways in and out of everywhere.
And they're looking for a Chesterfield's bugbear type.
Probably.
Very well.
She's a dwarf, right?
Durger.
Durger.
Mira leans in and is like, "Can I give you a piece of advice?
Sure.
Stop being so shitty. And Mura drops her first curse word of any campaign.
Whoa.
Oh.
You suck, like, as a person, and I think you should know that. I would say that in the zone of truth or out of the zone of truth. Chester gave you so much. He said he loved you. You were his first love and only love, and you used him. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's Mura, a mouth vomit. You used him, and I think that really sucks for you as a person, and I know that bad things are gonna happen to you because of it. Whether they happen because I beat you up in an alleyway, or because you trip on a rock and fall and bust your nose.
Curb stomping someone in the...
Yeah.
That's up to you and fate eventually. But yeah, you suck. And she kicks her in the shin, or tries to. I'm sure someone attempts to stop that.
That's right.
Whoa, it says Warden. Did Mira just curse?
What the hell?
She
What the fuck?
gets in closer to Mura as well. Unfortunately, in our line of work, and she kind of points at herself and at Chester, a lot of people use a lot of people. It's how you stay successful in this line of work.
Well, guess what? That makes you fucking suck. You suck. Like, Chester is a good person, and he doesn't use people the way you use people. Leave! Leave now! Screams it in her face. I never want to see. If I see you, I swear to gods. End you.
Kalthus is my witness.
I swear. I did not live this long to see this many people and to see you be shitty. Bye. Leave.
She stands up from the chair and slides a ring off her first finger, Chester, which in the entire time you've known her has never left her finger. And she just pings it towards you. For your troubles. And turns to gather up the band
gotcha.
and leave. Okay.
What a manipulative cunt.
I.
Yes.
I can
I'm not
understand.
favorite.
Say that. Just out loud. Just.
I agree with Link. I can't say that word. It feels so bad.
See you around as they exit.
You absolutely will not see us around. If I see you, you will not be alive very long.
Whoa. What the hell happened?
Kill Lindsay.
So,
Love
what
it.
do you guys want to do?
Mira turns to Linger and is like, so you want to go hide in an alleyway?
We got the zone of truth for another half hour or so. Or how long is it? I forget how long it is.
Want to play
You guys
Truth
wanna
or
tell-
Dare?
You want to play Truth or Truth?
I'm down.
True.
All right, well, let me start off by saying I very much appreciate you all. And you guys are 10, 100, 1,000, a Brazilian times better than those assholes. And he offers a bear hug. A bugbear hug, specifically.
Mira takes it. She's like, I'm so glad you're our friend, Chester. I meant everything that I said, and I'm sorry that she was such a bitch.
Thank you. Now give me some of them fucking drugs. I've had enough of this being sober today.
Linger has all of them.
All Mura has left
like,
is
we
bath bomb
just-
powder.
Yeah. Or like
snort it.
We just hit Warden on the chest like Bender, and he just pops open a bunch of fucking Fantasy Molly back.
Okay, rude.
We do not do that. I'm sorry.
No, Linga still has one left that she'd made for Chester. She made one for everyone.
Yeah.
He said at the start he hadn't taken it yet.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah,
I guess
you're
mid-hug, she'll
100%.
palm it to him. And then pat on the shoulder, up. And then, yeah.
Look, it's rousing music now.
It is Chester's
Yeah.
theme.
Oh, well, there you go. It's like I liked it subconsciously without remembering it. Weird.
You're like, man, if I had to pick a music, I would pick that music.
And I did.
Oh, great!
That's funny. All right, well, what do we do now, I guess?
Well,
We got
the
Drow after me. That's not ideal.
So the original plan was for us to wait in the alleyway and murder your old bandmates.
I think we might have other things to take care of, like keeping Chester alive for now. I'm telling
Ideally.
you, we will get them. We will get them later, and it'll be worth having waited.
I believe you.
Maybe getting friends with the Ruby Vanguard. Wait, is that right? Ruby Vanguard?
I don't
What are they
know.
called again?
Which ones are you thinking of? The Midnight Blade or the Runestone Forge?
The Runestone Forge. Neither. Maybe since we've gathered some information, having the Runestone Forge on our side might be of service. Especially since we meant to go talk to them after our investigation anyways.
Oh yeah.
Alternatively, it's pretty late at night and we are pretty tapped physically, emotionally. Warden, I think, is having a complete break of his ego. Maybe we rest for the night and come
Warden's
at it
just
strong in
staring at the
morning.
corner of the room.
Mura goes over to Warden on the couch
And is like, hey buddy, how is it hanging?
I'm oddly hungry.
I haven't really seen you eat a lot, so that kind of makes sense.
Hmm.
You want a snack? McDonald's is still open.
Taco Bell 2 a.m. drop food. Let's go.
Yeah, let's
Ooh.
go. They've got those Doritos Locos Tacos.
Taco
Totally
Bell,
locals.
please do sponsor us. That is
Yeah.
genuinely
I'd be
sincere.
down for that.
I really like the nacho fries.
Um,
I'd Taco
Yeah.
Bell on Thursday.
there is a hold on, bear with me. I think I have something for this somewhere. I have something for this.
Tacos?
Yeah.
I really do like this
Mint.
song.
Important question, Mitch.
Yes.
Do the Taco Bells in your fantasy world still all carry chili cheese burritos?
They should.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Mitch, have you ever been to a Taco Bell?
Yes, we have some in the UK and they're fucking fantastic. They don't have everything
thought-
that you guys have, but we do have some.
When I was last in the UK in 2016, they had just opened like the first one, so that's why I
Probably.
asked.
There was one in Nottingham, right next to the club that we
Nottingham.
used to love going to all the time, and it was great.
It was
Um,
that would have been great. Yeah, this was in like in the south, like near Southampton, maybe in
probably.
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, as they all say down there.
Hearts.
Welcome to Portsmouth.
Portsmouth.
Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I had it somewhere. But yes, McDonald's is definitely open.
Mimic.
Hmm.
We did have
Wanna
one
go
for
to
Taco Bell
McDonald's?
as well somewhere.
We're gonna need another list.
No.
Fantasy fast food.
That sounds awesome.
I did have a
Great,
Taco
I
Bell.
love chicken nuggets. So
We'll go with Taco Spell for now.
Taco
It's the best
Spell.
I got. But yeah.
Yeah.
You guys head to sleep, which will give Chester time for me to add something to his inventory.
Oh yeah, before bed, do I have? Oh, I thought I did have identify, but I don't have identify. Does Linger have identify? I must be thinking of another
but she's
character.
got an hour to kill, which is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Spells.
There's your equipment.
Spells.
I think you have
Yeah.
it not prepared, potentially, because it can be ritual cast, right?
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh.
I do have it, yes.
Cool.
And I have Pearl.
Yeah, because Linger's used it
Yeah.
before.
I don't know about this ring she gave me. I did notice she never took it off, so probably magic or something, but also could be she just gave me a goddamn cursed ring or something.
Well, I can certainly attempt. Curses are complicated and hard to suss out, but I can do what I can.
I would appreciate it.
So, Linger takes the time. What does your identify ritual look like?
Because it's a ring and it's small, this can be done. With larger items, it's a different process, but she holds Rip in her hand and he stands there and she hands him the ring and
That
he
says, "What is
slides the ring. He slides it up underneath his mask and there's like slurpy sounds. So he's like
Okay.
licking it and biting it and stuff. And then he will tell Linger what it is. Oh, and he sits on the pearl. That's how that pearl is involved. He
There you go.
sits on it.
Sticks a pearl up his
Yeah.
ass and bites the ring.
Sure.
No, I'm joking. He sits on the pearl, and Eldritch slurps the ring.
That's my favorite. Lorping.
And Rip runs up Linger's arm onto her shoulder and starts whispering into her ear in Eldritch whispers that only Linger can understand. And only at
Sweet
specific
nothings.
times where she's allowed to have Rip talk. So that it's not breaking mechanic stuff.
Right.
Crazy.
Well, normally they just talk through their minds. You know,
Exactly.
it's all feelings and stuff.
That's also true. But you are told.
Rip might just be Linger's dark urges. I don't know.
Yes, that is exactly what he is. I have got my friends to agree to no longer refer to invasive thoughts as invasive thoughts. We now call them dark urges.
Ooh, that's such a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Those are invasive thoughts, and we don't talk about them.
Exactly. So, Rip tells you that this is a lucky ring. So it allows the wearer to manipulate their own luck in a minor way, but still manipulate their luck nonetheless. So obviously above table, because Identify does tell you these things, and Chester will find out imminently anyway, it contains a single luck point.
Excellent. The pleased smile that curls Linger's lips is probably unnerving as she tells Chester what it is and winks at Mura as their job just got a little bit easier.
All right, well, I guess it's good that I get something out of this. I mean, it wasn't all bad times. I mean, those last few moments, not great, obviously, but maybe it all worked out for the best in the end. Perhaps.
For us.
Yeah, and plus we're probably gonna moon him at some point, so that'll feel good.
Oh,
That will feel
definitely.
good.
There we go. And save.
Not many
And now
people
Chester
that-
has Lucky Ring. You can also give it to someone else if you want, but it was obviously given to Chester and then presumably would have been handed back by Linger. So it is Chester's to do with as he sees fit. I've just watched him equip it.
Yes.
Good
Yeah,
lad,
but you know
good
what?
lad.
He,
As I
puts it on
said,
his
do with
pinky
as you
toe.
see fit. I just saw the little dot get filled in.
You can do anything you want with this.
He,
You can give it to somebody, puts it on immediately, or that. Yeah, that works.
he
it
does
when
wear
that
it on his baby toe though.
Okay.
Nice. As far away from his heart as he can get it. I love it.
Yeah. So that I'm always walking on her a little bit. with my
Technically, the
stinky bugbear
description of the ring says if this ring is on your finger.
Toe finger.
What is a toe but a
If
finger
not,
on
yeah.
the foot?
Finger.
During our stream, we say really great things all the time, like foot finger. Oh man.
But I will allow it for Chester. But you
Yes,
do need
you
to
will.
attune to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You had better allow it. Oh fuck.
Oh, yes. Okay. 2 attunement slots of 3 gone.
Kind of worth it though.
1 to go. Yep.
Okay. So, you all head to sleep then? Question mark.
We do.
Yeah.
We rest.
Do you all have the cap supplies necessary to take a full long rest?
No, it's in my traveler's chest. God damn it, making me fucking go get it out.
You all head to sleep. And for Chester, how restful is your sleep?
Probably not at all. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Difficulty getting to sleep, bad dreams while sleeping, not sleeping in the way he normally does, which is the last person awake.
Mhm.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Man.
Cool. Good to know. There was something in my head, and it's just gone.
Head empty, no thoughts.
I literally
Yeah.
opened my mouth to say it, and it just disintegrated.
Much like we're going to do to Chester's old band. Open mouth.
At least the main chick.
Oh yeah.
The other ones didn't really say anything, so like maybe
They're not allowed to, right?
Association.
Yeah.
That was the vibe
Death
you
by
got.
association.
Warden, while you
No, that
are
was-
inert and dreaming of electric sheep,
Mm-hmm.
as only a warden can do, your mind subconsciously drifts back to one of the many memories that are often repressed but sometimes do find you in your state of inertness.
Oh, here we go.
Just a whole bunch
It's
of
the
you doing the
fucking
conga.
Molly.
You unfortunately are recalling back to one of the many times you were on the operating slab in the tower. And as you are screaming in pain and calling out for anyone that could help you as you're looking around the room, previously when you've had this memory, most of the surroundings are just a blur or a shadow or just this red haze of pain. But as you look around the room for someone to help, you can see, stood in the shadows, counting through a coin purse is a small female Dwargar. Who turns and leaves as you awaken the next morning. And as morning rolls around, what would you all like to do?
Murder.
As we'll figure out our bearings for the next session.
Our bug bearings.
Yes, our bug bearings indeed.
Where's the long rest button?
There's like a little bed. Yeah.
Do long rests.
So,
Well,
yeah,
the
what
first
would you
thing I
guys
do
like
in
to
the morning is cast
Mage armor.
Mage
Ooh,
armor.
look at you go.
Armor of the mage.
Mage armor.
And that's what we call it, mage armor.
The camera zooms in on Mura. I wake up every morning and use my mage armor so that I can have the best day possible. Mage armor. Get it today.
It's the best way to start your day.
Linger in the background doing the same. Great advert.
Thanks.
It's cool, so you guys cast mage armor. How is Chester this morning?
I think he does a ritual casting of Unseen Servant from bed rather than get out of bed, and just have Belvedere get things ready for him so that he doesn't have to do anything, because he doesn't want to do anything.
Very fair. Chester sits up, the undershirt just drifts down onto him, studded leather gets buckled on. He gets lifted out of bed, well, supported out.
Yeah.
And as the
Don't
first step comes down, it's just straight into the leg of the trousers, and as the next leg comes out, straight in, shoes slide on his feet, the jacket just drifts on. Belvedere
Thanks,
is doing the
Belvedere.
best work he has ever done.
Yeah, you know what? I appreciate you as well.
If Belvedere could talk,
I was thinking, if he could talk, he would probably have said something there.
it's really disconcerting that for me the dragon nodding its head in the background is perfectly in time with the music.
Meant
Yeah.
to be.
So, what is everyone else doing as I vibe with this dragon?
With Joe Cat.
Sorry, I was getting tired of being humped by the gelatinous cube. Can only take
What?
Linger spent the evening resting, studying her spells, changing out of all of the Rave Girl stuff back into her usual midnight blue lacy dress thing. Before she went into her restful state, she probably made some notes about how the manifest mind thing worked.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning has been mentally plotting murder. She stays in a room with Mura, so a lot of their like late night whispers in bed were about doing murder.
Yeah. It was a slumber party, but murder.
Yeah.
Murder slumber party.
So like at some point, like Linger is still softly talking about the various things they could do, and like poor Mura has zonked out, so she like tucks Linger in, or Mura in, and kind of just waits
Yeah,
for her
that
to wake up
is
so we can continue. Like it would be a really sweet, soft scene if it weren't for
The violent murder
topic.
discussion, yes.
yeah.
Right.
We could totally just melt them. I have the power.
Like maybe we braid some hair. Maybe there's, you know, who knows what they do when they're alone together. Yeah.
That's what
You
Peter
do.
does.
Yeah.
Cool. How's Warden doing?
I think he's just like really quiet, quieter than normal. Just like, how do I break this?
Morning.
As
If we made
Linger's
it downstairs.
specially crafted UV
Yeah.
paint has vanished. No trace of it on Warden. Because she knew it would be a pain to wash off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's been studying the cleaning stone long enough.
Yeah, you're good. Linger looks out for her friends, unlike some Duriger bitches.
I love that this is just going to
Asshole.
carry on for the rest of the campaign. Now I know it.
Oh yeah, I know you think you have a BBEG planned for us, but little did you fucking know it was actually Chester's ex-girlfriend, who's our personal BBEG.
I've
Like,
never once said that the
BBG
sun
was our
god is
friendship all
not.
along.
That's what I
We fucking hate her. Like, I
I'm not a
have so
fan.
many messages from Lindsay that's like, I hate her. Let's just do a murder. I fucking hate her. And I'm like, let's go. Let's
do a
fucking
murder.
go.
Then I have done my job well.
Yeah, I think my last message just said murder, murder, murder.
Yeah, I think so.
That's funny.
So,
Yeah, so
What do you
Warden
guys
got
do?
the crying and Chester got the intimidation Mira. When we get to Linger's backstory, who knows what kind of Mira we're gonna get. Oh my gosh. And when we get to Mira's backstory, who knows what kind of Mira we're gonna get.
But once we have all 4 Muras, then we'll have the Muratar.
Yeah, it's wind,
Crying.
water, earth,
Intimidation. Bath bombs.
murder.
She's our hero. Gonna
Gonna
take
take pollution down to
zero.
She did say something. You better pick that up.
Mura was Captain Planet all along.
That's the new my bath bombs. Yeah, Mira just comes, she's got her hair all braided up for when they did the hair braids, so it's all like in a bunch of plaits and looking cute, and she's like, good morning, how's everybody doing? Warden, why you're does Warden look like he's having an existential crisis?
A little bit.
Should I insight check?
The helmet
You
is
can if you'd
empty.
like.
I'll insight check. Insight. 9.
Instead of the 9, it's like you definitely notice that he's quieter than usual, but you can't really pick up the vibe.
Good morning, Warden. Has your drink from last night worn off? You look a little like, oh.
He good?
How to put
Use your words.
yes,
Be
they don't appear
word
to be coming to me. Friend Jester.
If this is about yesterday, it's fine. I didn't mind you touching me, okay?
It's sort of about yesterday. I think your former bandmate and lover might have worked with the High Tower.
Ah, yeah, well, you know, the fact that she mentioned that we stole something used in the creation of... I usually default to the word automaton. I don't know if that's always accurate. It's just sort of the word I use.
I just would say Warforged, but
Warforged, robot, many different words to meaning somewhat the same thing.
the thing
It
is,
did cross my mind.
I think she mentioned a mechanical heart, right?
Yeah, and someone called the Soijin, which, as you have somewhat described the process of your construction, I don't know, Soijin? Does that sort of tickle your brain a little bit.
Think the heart might be mine.
Oh boy. It's all connected, people. That's pretty cool.
What do you mean the heart might be yours?
Like,
I mean, we all heard that, right? You weren't whispering to just...
Yeah, you would have heard it. So... I'm pretty sure she was there that night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
All right. Mura looks to Linger and she's like, I think we have to accelerate the plans.
We may have to. Yes,
we're gonna.
Yeah, that does stand to reason. Oh boy. Well, I don't know what to say. It's, I mean, on the one hand, it, sort of ended with me in jail and losing the love of my life. On the other hand, if what was sort of puzzling is true, maybe Warden, you and I would never have met if I hadn't have been involved. So, I'm going to consider you my silver lining.
That is certainly a way to look at it.
Bro hug.
I'm gonna kill her.
Ew,
And then bring her back. And find
There's
out.
also... We should probably stop this surgeon also. They seem to be the cause, and she is just sort of a symptom of a greater situation.
New plan. Don't kill her. Make her lead us to the surgeon.
I like it.
Mm.
Except that does mean we have to talk to her again, and I'm not 100% sure I won't murder her.
Yeah, that'll be tricky. Not what we're doing.
Yeah.
What about the four-armed fellow person?
Yeah, it was ZZ.
He threw a pawns. He seems cool.
More amenable to assisting us. At least they didn't inherently piss me off.
And you know what? They may not have
Currently want
talked.
to die.
They may not have spoken just because they are incapable of speech and just talking directly into people's minds. So
Very
Maybe-
weird, but okay.
that's something. You know what? He, I'm just thinking he had been with Kay the longest out of all of them. So that's may rule. I did mention that we had upwards of 50 drummer deaths. So Amundsen there was somewhat new.
Wow, that's a lot.
But then he may have been, sort of programmed to obey her. So then, there's issues there. Then there's the Grady twins. Hey.
I don't see that working well.
No. Oof.
Well,
Seems unlikely, I guess, is the short
Yeah.
version.
maybe we try to hunt down some of these drow and don't kill them all. I don't know.
Yes. Or, you know what? I thought of a potential good first step, or at least one that would make me feel a little better, is we go to the Crimson Caravan. Let me just say a different name every time.
Try.
That's a Fallout reference. The Runestone Forge. And I'm sure they probably have the supplies necessary to create, or maybe even have it pre-created, let's go ahead and call it a disguise kit, which I may or may not be able to use with some proficiency. That way, when they're looking for a giant bugbear, maybe I could gussy something up so I'm less obvious.
Or we could use your beautiful visage to lure out those who want to capture you. And
So bait. Ah, yes.
first capture them.
But look at me, Chester. Look at me. We will never let you be the fall guy. Okay?
Ah,
You are
and that song was horrible.
It's
really
Yeah.
inspired.
I know that she was like the lead of the band, but like I gotta be honest with you, I've heard a lot of bands. I'm somewhat of a music person myself. I've heard a lot of bands, and I think you probably made the band. First of all, that Chester ripoff didn't even look like you. Not even close. Not even like with fog and smoke and
Red.
lighting. Right, ugly, horrible, terrible. I'm gonna continue to spread bad things about him. Yeah, I don't think she's good at anything. Like being nice or being a good person or music. In fact, I'm gonna tell you this. I think she sucks, and I'm gonna make sure everybody knows, okay? Mura's like planning to go tell the bartender how bad that was.
When Mura says that she sucks, you see a slight wistful eye. Interesting.
Mura does it. She sees it, doesn't get it, right over her head. But while you guys are planning that, Mira's like, I'm gonna make sure everybody knows, and she like gets up and she goes to the bar to complain about the music last night and how bad it is. Mura turns on Karen mode, and she's ready.
Okay. You head over to the bar. There is a different bartender on today. This is the morning shift.
Good morning.
It's a kind of like dark blue, almost purplish skinned tiefling, with these kind of pale-ish lilac eyes, and then just the kind of standard bar wear, and a small towel draped over his shoulder as you head towards him, and he... Morning!
Can I say, you just look so bright and cheery this morning.
Thank you.
I love your tavern. I've been staying here. It's so great. I have a small complaint. It's not you guys. You guys are doing a great job.
If you could leave a review on Help, that would be great.
I will totally do that. But so I'll do that because the tavern, amazing. But last night, Octarine Floyd, like what happened? It was so not good.
I heard that sort of ended in a scuffle. I hear there was some.
There was some
I hear that
stabbing.
there was a break-in, a couple of killings.
Yeah. I saw some people get murdered. Well, I didn't see who murdered them, but I saw people die. The other thing that happened was that there was like, I think that they were a fake band. Like, I don't know if they were like trying. Yes, because they were, first of all, so bad. And like, I've been waiting to see Octarine Floyd for so long. They were terrible. And the Chesterfields wearing red is just, I mean, I don't know how big of an Octarine Floyd fan you are, but like, absolutely
Please,
fake.
Chesterfields would never wear red.
Right? He's all white.
It washes him out horribly.
It doesn't go with his eye color. It's just not good. And they played this terrible song called Okay. And it was so bad. And I don't know. The whole crowd at one point, they all just went to go get a beer. And like, it was just, I don't know. See, and I don't want that reputation to come back to you guys. So that's why I have to let you know, because you guys are doing such an amazing job here. And I feel like, it almost felt like they intentionally did such a bad job to like, I don't know if they're trying to like ruin your reputation or like open a new bar and pub somewhere, like a new ale house or something. Like, I don't know. I'm just letting you know. It could be. I don't know. It's just I wanted to pass that information on to you. Okay. It's been so lovely. Do you have any Capri Suns?
That was very much appreciated.
Yeah.
It's on the house.
Thank you. Do you happen to know where they're performing next? I just want to like, I don't know if you have like their sheet or anything, like their
whatever. I just want to know because I feel like it's so important to warn the next tavern.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't usually be told, but let me see if I can find if it's written down somewhere. And he slides a ledger out from under the counter and starts thumbing through it.
Mura turns her Capri Sun upside down, shoves the straw into the bottom, and just sucking on it.
Chester gets that wistful look again.
Shut up! It's Mura! Oh my god! Christ, Mitch!
Bimbleduke. Where's Bimbleduke? Bim.
Bim.
There you go. It's because I can do searches, so I just search for Bim, and it pops up because nothing else starts with Bim or has Bim in it.
Bim, bim.
Bim bam boom.
Exactly.
Ding, bang, bong. Ding, ding, dong. Bing, bang, bong. UK Han. That's from season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, just punched my mic.
RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
He, well, it does say here, actually, that some of the security detail we often use are escorting them to their next location, so we don't actually have anything booked for this evening while the security are away. But it says here that they will be playing next at the Pavilion of Baxham, and they'll be staying at the Clockmaker's Cozy afterwards.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you so much. I don't know if you can warn the Clockmaker's Cozy, like if you have like a connection, but I'm like, more than happy to try myself. So
We can send word. It's runs like clockwork over there.
you're so silly. Thank you so much. It just, I gotta look out for my tavern owners. You guys really just are doing the best work, and I love you guys. And my tavern's so great. Thanks.
That was also like such a funny pun that you guys will totally get if you ever go to the Clockmaker's Cozy. But also the name has clock in it, but it's fine. And he just
Mura.
smiles at Mura, nods his head, and kind of goes back to cleaning the plate he was cleaning.
She gives him a tip of a 1 gold piece. Thank you so much.
Ooh.
You're so helpful.
No,
I
thank
really
you ever so
Oh,
much.
thank you. No, you're doing a great job. You deserve it. Thanks.
Thank
Bye. She takes her Capri Sun with both hands and heads back
Enjoy
to
the rest
table.
of your day.
Thanks, you too. I hope you have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. She goes and sits down. She boop, 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 plops down, and she's like, all good. They're going to the, oh no, I just forgot the name. Clockwork.
The Clockmaker's Cozy.
The Clockmaker's Cozy. It works like clockwork. Anyway, I told them how
Clockmaker's
terrible.
Cozy.
I told them how terrible it was, and I asked them to send word because I think that they might be an impersonating band that's attempting to make taverns look bad in order to open a new tavern when people write bad reviews on Help.
I've realized a potential good idea is we know where they're staying, we know when they're playing, we know that they have stolen something from the Drow. Perhaps while they are on stage, we could ransack the room and try to get what it is that they took from them.
I think that's a great idea, Chester.
Just an idea. Or
Quite like that.
go after the show and murder them and take it that way. We have options, I feel like. Yeah.
There are so many options here. Yeah.
Well, as you debate your options, which will of course continue in the 10-minute gap which occurs between this session and the next session, and you guys finish that conversation next session. we will, of course, end the session there.
Cool.
Yay! This was such a wonderful session.
Good.
Mm.
Yeah, I had fun.
Glad you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun thinking up various things. Full disclosure, fake Chester was supposed to be dragged off and away to bring you guys back to that cave you were investigating, but you killed all the drow. It's fine. Also,
Sorry.
it's absolutely fine and totally cool. I was prepared for that not to happen, which is why it wasn't like set in stone, quick push them back into it. I was like, I'm gonna have that be a thing. If it happens, cool. If not,
Fine.
oh well.
We know a way down, which
Exactly.
is potentially helpful.
Also,
Going
full
down,
disclosure,
down.
the intro music for Octarine Floyd is the intro for me and my band.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Stage. We play that as all the
music-
lights are coming up.
Let me just
Cool.
preface with the music was great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It fades
Yeah, I
from
did
that
like that.
into All My Life by the Foo Fighters.
Amazing.
I
I'm
did
Which I
like
obviously
Chester's
couldn't
theme
play.
there. Very
Yes.
chill Chester's theme there. I did appreciate it.
Chester's theme was awesome.
But with all of that, and a shout out to Will Burton for writing good intro music, we are going
Hell
to
yeah,
go
Will
ahead
Burton.
and end
Yeah.
our session there. We will see you
Great
all
job, T.
next time, where potentially Mura punches a lead singer in the throat. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Gonna